Chat, your eyes do not deceive you. We are here. Where the bosses sit, baby. Y'all see what it is? SummerSlam, New Jersey. Oh,
I think they lost the script. We got some shooters.
bow. Off the hip. SummerSlam night 1, y'all.
Chilling at the head of the table where the bosses sit.
It's your boy HD. Got my brother Streets with me.
Yes, sir. Night 1, SummerSlam. History in the making. The first ever. Where the boss sit.
It's in the bloodline of corporate. Hold on, wait.
Yeah, the hardest intro in podcasting right now. My brother HD's intro for sure. Off the hip, man.
Let's get it.
Let's get it, man.
We here, man. Streets, how you feeling, my brother? Night 1 in the books.
I'm feeling good. I'm hyped. I was hyped going into this. It feels good. First of all, it feels good to be back on Off the Hip. I know we've been, you know what I'm saying, handling business for a minute. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing our thing. But first and foremost, it feels amazing to be back. And it feels amazing to be back on the first night of SummerSlam, knowing that we still got another night of just raw entertainment, you know, stacked from top to bottom with just pure carnage coming. I'm hyped. I'm ready. And I couldn't be more excited to see what's going to happen with the story and how the rest of this PLE is going to unfold. What about yourself?
Crazy. It's like, with that being said, you saying there's a whole lot left tonight, tomorrow, night 2. Should we start off with kind of what we was conversating about in the studio, which was the conversation, should it really be 2 nights of SummerSlam? Or should we just get right into the review and then we could kind of transition into our thoughts about that? Well, what's your vibe? What's your vibe, brother? What's your vibe?
I say let's touch on it. Let's touch on it. You know, let's go ahead and keep it going from the, you know, the conversation previous real quick, you know?
Say that.
So if you want to reiterate the question that you asked.
Yeah, so chat, basically where we was just finishing off at was that my boy Cap, I'm gonna kind of speak for him right now because he just went out, dipped, he about to go to bed. He was basically saying SummerSlam should be 1 night, straight bangers. He felt tonight wasn't that. We have our different opinions. Me and Streets, we gonna unload those in a few. But I'm going to just say what I feel about that matter. And then, Streets, you can tell me what you feel. I read off the SummerSlam Night 2 card for y'all just before we came in the air. It's going to be the TLC WWE Tag Team Championship match with the Street Profits, Motor City Machine Guns, the Wyatt Six, Andrade, and Ray Phoenix. And
first ever, too.
Who?
The first ever 6-man.
Oh man, bro. So there's so many people in here that it's like I'm really naming all of these cats, and it feel like I'm getting tired naming them. Like it's like, oh wow, we really naming this many people. You feel me? We got Fraxium in there. Moving on, we got the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Lyra Valkyria, Becky Lynch. The Men's Intercontinental Championship match. Dominic Mysterio, AJ Styles. The United States Championship match that'll be contested in a steel cage. Solo Sikoa defending against Jacob Fatu. Women's World Championship. I'm not even mad at it. It had to be hit. That's why when I said his name, I kind of said it like that. You feel me? I was like, Fatu.
Oh God. Yeah.
We got the Women's World Championship triple threat match. That is Io Sky, Naomi, and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
4, 5. That's 5 matches already. And then the main event will be the undisputed WWE Championship being contested in a street fight, John Cena and Cody Rhodes. So my whole point of reading this before I let Streets go off, I made the point, how do we explain not featuring, if we're going to have just 1 night, how do we explain not featuring our top stars in the form of a Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Gunther, Jey Uso, Braun Breaker, those Those are some Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss. We
Jay
got some
Cargill. You got, you know,
Jay
Tiffy.
Cargill, Tiffy. We got some players that if you remove night one completely, we won't see those characters, those stars on the show for just one night.
Yes.
If this is if we just rolled out with just the second night, if everybody like feeling like second night is it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now this is what I was saying on that. To touch on that, I felt like obviously this is the first one. Like I said, I don't off the top of my head remember, and that's bad because I should have looked it up before we started the show. But off the top of my head, I just don't remember what WrestleMania it was when they switched over to make it 2 nights. But
I believe that was done in the pandemic era. They did that because of
Yeah.
the pandemic.
Okay, so I'll say this then. You know, maybe that WrestleMania because it kicked it off may have not been the greatest. You know what I mean? Because they're having to try something and get something off for the first time, and I think they played it kind of cool and kind of safe for the first night, introducing something. So I don't, you know, I felt like at certain parts it was kind of like it was kind of drug out, and some of it was kind of maybe not as exciting, and I think that's kind of what.
Hey,
Whoa,
look who it is.
there he is. Hey.
Hey, say hello to the bad
We
guy.
can't hear you.
you. We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you. We still can't hear you, brother.
We can't hear you.
I'm fucking screaming right now. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Where is he? Oh, this is gonna make for some good stuff right here, chat.
No, look. Hey, look, do it like this. You can't hear, we can't hear you. The Hogan.
As Razor attempts to fix his audio issues, we don't know what's going on here. You can hear? I don't hear him. His mic is not muted in the studio. My boy giving us that good old radio cast right now. Holding up the microphone. Might have to check your settings. He gonna run it back, y'all. He gonna run it back. But yeah, all back to what you were saying about the 2 nights, man.
I think that. Yeah, I think that the 2-night thing is cool. But again, I felt like obviously this is the first one. Maybe saving everything for night 2 because maybe that's what people are gonna remember more. So is the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna remember the Seth Rollins thing. They're gonna remember stuff. But tomorrow may be more like, So
a collective from beginning to end.
Yeah. So I think for the first one, maybe we wanted something to be more exciting. But again, for Netflix, that we wanted them to do more exciting stuff throughout the year. You know what I mean? There we go. There we go. Now we're there. We wanted to see them do more, more exciting stuff sometimes throughout the year. Maybe they're just kind of, pacing. I think that's what they're doing. I think they're just trying to pace. And sometimes as fans, we're like, we've been here for a long time, so we can already maybe see what's kind of unfolding, or we're already kind of ready for what's gonna happen. And it's like, hey, let us get there. I know you guys are ready. I know, but give it time, and this will grow into something big. So maybe not 3 hours, or maybe just take out. I don't feel like the Karrion Kross Sami Zayn match. Like I said, I don't want to get into what we're about to get into, but I felt like certain matches maybe could have been shorter, or maybe taken out. Maybe that would have sped it up. Maybe had, like you said, it might be maybe not as long as the second night, which is going to have 6 matches. This one be a little bit, shorter, on the first night. And maybe once it goes good, then next year have it kind of packed on both nights to where you can kind of even it out and have it be like 3 and 3.
Yeah, because that's also something I had suggested in the studio. I was telling them, Rays, I'm like, maybe because Cap has suggested, and let me speed you up real quick to what I was saying before you came in here. Cap wasn't happy with night one. He feels like if night two is going to be all these bangers, they should have just did night two. But I'm trying to remind them, you remove night one, you're removing CM Punk, the championship match, the cash in. You're removing Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Roman Reigns, all of these key players. And then how do we explain a SummerSlam without them? If we just throw out what's on night two and just call it one night. So that's basically the conversation we have right now, Razor.
Well, it's kind of the same argument with Mania if you think about it, because do you really need 2 nights when you could just
So
have
his
one
argument.
All-Star night?
So just to speak for Cap for a little bit, because he's not here, he had mentioned WrestleMania is like a spectacle. So he doesn't mind seeing the celebrity matches, the dream matches, the getting people, the extra people on the card. But he feels for SummerSlam, he want to see straight bangers from beginning to finish. What you feel about that?
This is supposed to be the 1D show, the biggest
Okay.
party of the summer.
Okay. May I say one thing before I'm sorry, I don't want to cut anybody off.
No, you good, bro. We in here cooking.
Because I said something about the Cap. There was one thing I said. The reason I said that he was saying that WrestleMania, the granddaddy of all, only WrestleMania should be 2. And I said, no, this is what I said too. 1, SummerSlam, I feel like is as big as WrestleMania for the simple fact that people are home for the summer with their families, with their kids. Kids are out of school for the summer. So it's the one time that they can watch it, stay up late. You know what I mean? Talk about it. You know what I mean? Some kids are going back.
I'm sorry to cut you. The time was friendly today too. It ended like 9 something.
Yeah, it wasn't late.
They've been generous that lately too.
So that's what I'm saying. So when you think about that aspect of it, like you're wanting to get people when they're like in the summertime, you feeling more like vacation-y, more happy, more, spending your money. It's a good vibe. So seeing something in the summertime that's a huge spectacle like SummerSlam may draw more fans in, may draw more people in to go, oh, I really didn't pay attention to the WWE. Maybe I did. I saw a summer WrestleMania is it's everybody knows WrestleMania, but maybe you saw something that was like, well, what wasn't WrestleMania? Something that was like a WrestleMania or SummerSlam or something like, a Backlash or something that's, canon to a point, you know what I'm saying? That'll make like it seem
their alternative. Oh, you couldn't make WrestleMania. We're going to provide SummerSlam in the summer, 2 nights.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Come party with us.
Yes, a lot of people be spring breaking, doing other plans, doing other stuff when they got WrestleMania. So it's like, that may not be your first. Yeah, fresh out, So this will give them a chance to go, hey, it's summertime. It's the end of the summertime. It's the last time to go take something with your, do something big with your family. They'll remember and go, hey, I want to go back next year. I want to go back the next time it comes because it's such a huge event. I had such a great time. You know what I mean? So I figured, that's why they're doing some of the stuff that they're doing is because it is just as big as to me, it's baby WrestleMania. It's just WrestleMania in the summertime. They still have the same big matches. It's still maybe not as big a build up to it. And people ain't pointing to the sign and everything else. But for the most part, it's there. It has everything.
I was going to say, to your point, you got the Rumble right between Christmas and the Super Bowl. That's enough problems right there. You got Survivor Series fresh off of Thanksgiving.
Yep. So that's why I said they're strategic in their planning. So I figured, 2 nights is cool. And if they have a good one, like, oh man, it was 2 nights. It was a lot of fun. I want to go back next year. I want to go back another time that they have one. And just, really, because if they're running back with WrestleMania twice, I wouldn't be surprised if they go, hey, let's run it back in MetLife again. You know what I mean? Just because, like, hey, it was that big, Because you never know. Based on tomorrow, it could be like, let's run it back again, So who knows?
Right.
You guys catch a little stat that they put at the start of the show? The 12th Rumble that's in the New York, New Jersey area? In the 34 years they've had the Rumble?
Really?
For the Rumble or for SummerSlam?
I remember for SummerSlam, but yeah, it was like the 12th.
Yeah, I've seen that.
New York, New Jersey area.
Yep,
so again,
yep.
It's definitely home base for them.
I mean, SummerSlam used to really be a New York and Cali thing, for real.
Yeah, for sure.
LA or at Barclays.
I remember 5 years they did it in Staples Center. They did 5 joints out there a stint, and then they bring it back over here. then went back over there. So it's cool that, like you said, it's this summer vibe. You in the big cities. That's like the theme. We in the big city, big parties. Let's get the vibe going. I thought personally, for me, the pacing, there were certain matches that probably went on a little bit longer than they should have, but they made up for it with the moments that were created in there. Now, I say this: if we want straight bangers, I suggested Razor maybe night one being 2 hours, something similar to a Saturday night main event. With the extra time, y'all could run past 2 hours if y'all had to, two and a half, whatever. But night two is where y'all really let the shit go off. 3 hours, explode.
So hypothetically, okay, say you move, say like the Roman and Jay tag match to night two, and maybe the I don't say the women's tag match, but maybe the Tiffany and Jade match with a tag match over to night one. That way you have a little bit less matches, but one match like the ladder match that we're in tomorrow. That one's gonna go long. You got 6 teams in there, a lot of bodies, a lot of shit's gonna pop off. Put that on a smaller card, give them their
Right,
time to
this could
shine.
very well go 4 hours tomorrow.
I can easily see it going 4 hours.
Right, so if they go
That
3 hours,
match gonna be an hour alone.
right, so if they went 3 hours today, and then they go 4 hours tomorrow, that's kind of like playing into what I said, just with the extra hour. Instead of 2 and 3, it's 3 and 4. So if fans feel a little like, oh, night one, because I'm gonna be honest, clean cut for me to be honest, I feel like there's always been this thing of night one, night two. Like people afraid to go to night one and possibly miss out on night two and vice versa.
Yeah, because they don't have as much. They know that they're saving all their, stuff. And I think
You
that
want to go see
tonight,
certain people.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, you want to see the big draws, and then on top of that, they always save the best for last. You know what I mean? Like even in their format of how they do matches, now they're starting to change that, and they're saving some of those big matches and starting the show with those. Um, so maybe we'll get a day one that'll be just as packed as a day two, or maybe it'll swap where it's like day one is so packed and day two is just kind of like a lax catch the last little bit of the PLE, but.
Because they kind of ran into that problem of Mania this season, if memory serves.
And I think they put that weird aura upon themselves because they kind of announced the card like literally the day before on that SmackDown. You're gonna get the understanding of what you're gonna see the next day, or maybe that Thursday going into Friday. But hell, even on Monday we didn't know what the hell night one and night two was looking like.
Yeah.
And then the SummerSlam, we got the card almost 2 weeks beforehand.
Yeah, and they still couldn't give us a. And I understand things are always changing. So the card for many years, you notice if you've been watching wrestling, the card is subject to change.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I just feel like just to put a not on this conversation, and y'all could throw in after this if y'all want. I'm not bothered by 2 nights. I'm actually intrigued and want to see what the superstars could do with the opportunities that's given to them in the upcoming years if they choose to continue to do 2 nights, which I think they are. Because isn't SummerSlam in Minneapolis gonna what?
Yep.
It's in Minneapolis is gonna be 2 nights. Also, they announced that 2 years ago. I
Now,
think if
now
I'm
the
not
next
mistaken.
the question is, which of the big four becomes 2 nights next? Is it going to be Survivor Series? Is it going to be the Rumble, or is it going to be the new big one, which is Money in the Bank?
I will. For preference wise, I would say Royal Rumble because now you can split the Royal Rumble days. You can have the men's on one night and the females on another
Women's
night.
another, yeah. I can see that. I agree with H on
Instead
that.
of trying to feel like, oh, Royal Rumble is significantly quicker because we got two Rumbles in one night, so one might have felt rushed than the other.
Well, I'll say this too. I want to cut you off, H. I'm sorry if you
No,
was done.
you good? No, you good.
I could also see Survivor Series being a 2 night if you do it right and the storylines play out right, and you have a lot of like action. But that has to be something that closes the year out with a bang. Like, oh man, like Survivor Series was super crazy for the men, and then one night give it to the women, or have mixed both nights, and just make them so like over the top that it's like, wow, you know what I mean? We have to have 2 nights because this was a war. We got to clean up the ring. There's chairs, there's blood everywhere. You know what I mean? It was barricades broken. I want a dog fight. You're supposed to survive. I want to make it seem like, man, they barely made it out. They survived, the series. So that's kind of how, I want it to be, So if they do a good storyline and maybe proceed doing it like that, I could see. But if not, definitely Royal Rumble would be the one where I would say they would need 2 nights next.
And just to add on to my Royal Rumble thing, I feel like just thinking about it, hearing you speak about the Survivor Series, the Royal Rumble opportunity, it could create different scenarios too, right? I remember back in the day, somebody that'll hold the Intercontinental Championship probably just lost it, and then they enter into the Royal Rumble match, right?
Mm-hmm.
In this landscape, having 2 Royal Rumble matches in one night, you're not gonna have that many matches on one Royal Rumble card. You're gonna have the 2 Rumbles and maybe 2 more matches.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Facts.
Having the 2 nights, maybe it'll create scenarios for like, oh, this person went into the Rumble hurt and won. Oh, he just lost his belt, hurt from this match, and you didn't. You know what I'm saying? Instead of making this clear cut, we know who gonna win. Cody trying to finish his story. Punk trying to get his revenge on Seth now. Like, cause I ain't gonna lie, that was the first thing I seen. I said to wifey when I seen Seth cash in on Punk, I said, Punk win the Royal Rumble? She looked at me like maybe, I don't know.
Look what else happened at Chamber.
Well, either or. Cause it's safe to say, watching Unreal, I mean, it's looking like we're referencing Unreal. Jay Uso went on the post show and kind of referenced Unreal. We referencing Unreal. They kind of alluded to that, like, oh, well, if we give this person the Royal Rumble, well, we could just give him the Elimination Chamber.
50-50 booking.
You know what I think would be cool too? Now, I don't know if this will ever get there, but this is maybe me just crazy, Streets is crazy idea. We always have a Royal Rumble, and, you think about how can they get innovative? You know what I mean? How can they step it up? Wouldn't it be cool if maybe one year they put a cage around the ring, and instead of everybody getting, thrown out, it would have to be the last person to escape, or the first person to escape would win. And each time you would keep throwing more and more people, maybe, 2 superstars instead of just one. I don't know. It could be something cool, but just a different spin on the Rumble. You guys ever think about that, different ways of how they could do stuff? Back in the day when they had, WCW, I think they had the 3-tier sale, where it was like a sale on top of a sale. You know what I mean? So that goes into that category. But, what I mean? Just thinking, is there any crazy matches that you guys have ever thought of that would maybe, spice it up or change the way that they're doing the traditional way of doing things?
I thought the Extreme Elimination Chamber was cool, but when they bring it to life, it was kind of like cringy looking a little bit. Maybe it was because of the pay-per-view it was in. It was like it's some ECW dismember. It was some crazy shit. December to Dismember.
The Extreme Elimination Chamber, something like that?
Yeah, where they had the weapons hanging off the cage. And when somebody come out, they could just grab a weapon. Streets like, let me get that. Let me get your chamber.
That's kind of. I mean, I can see the idea being fire though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like
a hardcore version of it. Yeah,
hardcore elimination chamber.
Yeah. But I think that would be cool. If you had some form of the Royal Rumble, maybe, or a different, match
like
in the
Royal
Rumble.
Rule stipulation.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think it, to me, if somebody could get pinned in that shit too, would be a little different. Like
that would be cool too. If you got pinned, you got eliminated too. That would be some cool shit too.
Turns to a pinfall set over the top.
It's turned into like a fatal 4-way.
Like a
you know
match.
what I mean?
Right,
yeah, like a match.
Yeah.
So it's not so much here. Let me just kind of muscle you and throw you over the top. You know what I mean? And then it'd be maybe a match where it's like, hey, we get all this, and at the very end, you get a treat. You get like a match, okay, these are the last 2. They're gonna wrestle to see who gets to go to the big dance at WrestleMania, and I think that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I have my wife here. And she,
Cause now you setting up a match in the match instead of doing it how they do. They set up scenario matches in the Royal Rumble. Like they'll give you a sneak
yeah,
preview of like
yeah.
what could be. Like when they did Cody and Gunther in that showdown
Mm-hmm.
at the end.
Oh, what's your girl who came in? Lash Legend. How they kind of had her doing some stuff. It'd have been cool to have her have a match, you know, like in there and kind of giving the fans a preview of like, look, this could be some stuff that we teasing. Like, look, or and then even still, you can maybe get fans' reactions when you see them kind of go together, you know, and kind of feed off of that. Like, oh, look, they kind of got hype behind this. You know, maybe we were saving that for further down the line. Maybe let's go ahead and move that up because we see that's what the fans are kind of, you know, really biting at right now, kind of really are, you know, into.
Yes, sir. Well, with that being said, though, let's start. You know what I'm saying? We spent enough good time talking about these 2 nights that's happening. We done with night one. Now let's talk about night one. We start off with the
Started hot.
tag team match. Roman Reigns, Jay Uso versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. I'm surprised that that group doesn't have like a name. They don't need a name, but I'm just surprised like, you know,
Have a
Bronson Reed and
name,
Braun
yeah.
Breaker don't have like some kind of like name. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Like that entrance for Jay, how y'all feel about them doing the running back in the middle of the match? I think it's cool, but then part of me is like it's kind of cringe too.
I'm
Like it's
over it.
Yeah.
but the in the middle of the match though, the run in the
That specific spot where it's mid match, I'm over it.
when did
Okay.
this start becoming a thing mid match? Like
A few Raws ago, honestly, because it started with when Jay's and oh, you want to run it back, blah blah blah, on Netflix, and they just kept making it a thing. Because again, this is one of the few parts where I feel that they let the crowd dictate too much what they want to do.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
you touched on the start of this match privately was the crowd was lively for Jay as they usually are, especially the top part of it. Usually, no matter what, lively for Jay. This go around, it was starting a noticeable dwindle.
it was yeah, I mean Streets was kind of saying that when we was in the Discord earlier.
Yeah,
He was
man.
like, man, I don't see people really excited and
It wasn't
heating.
like, yeah. If you looked at WrestleMania, I'm sorry not to cut you off.
Nah, go ahead, go ahead.
If you looked at WrestleMania when it came out, it was like it was huge. You know, everybody was, you know, into the performance. This time, it just seemed like backstage, those people was really hyped. And then as he got out into the crowd, some people were kind of, you know, raising their hands, others wasn't. People that was kind of around him kind of were, but then people on the outsides kind of wasn't. You know, when they won, you've seen a lot more people doing it. You know, and I think HD had said something about this too. As he got like closer to the ring, the people closer were kind of, you know, more into it, and you know, they were yeeting. But everybody else, it just seemed like they kind of just was kind of, I don't know,
They're just
yeeted out,
there.
or maybe yeah, they were just there. They just kind of wasn't like how I thought the whole stadium would have been like. You know what I mean? The whole stadium would have been like that. But maybe you know they just
Could it be
wasn't feeling it.
time for the
Maybe it
next
was that.
stage in the evolution of main event Jey Uso?
Well, I
Possibly.
mean, HD
Yeah.
said this too. He said, you know, it could have been the, you know, the place that could, you know, maybe the people were just kind of like, you know, buying into all that. Whereas some, you know, cities,
New
they're
York
doing
is
it.
a tough crowd, even though
Yeah,
it's big
The tri-state
events.
areas, they're tough. Philly's tough. Chicago's tough. Those major markets. So yeah, I can understand that as well. And that those are the markets that again, like they want to see
yeah,
constant growth.
yes,
I think before I'm gonna praise the match, I just want to get out the negative out the way. For me, I felt like the pacing. I was confused by the pace. I didn't know if this was a tornado tag match.
Oh, the pacing pissed me off.
Yeah, I didn't know what the hell was going on. Felt like the match was a little bit all over the place. Then we get that mid match run it back stuff.
And this is what kind of pissed me off about the running back part. It wasn't Jay that
It was Roman that
Yeah,
initiated.
that's
Yeah.
like, okay, what are we doing? Like,
And that's what Cap had told us in the chat too. Like the point of this match is to show a different side of Roman, and I think
Yeah.
that's the part I didn't like about the
yeah,
message I was trying to send in this match. The moves with going through the barricade, Roman showing Jay how to clear the top rope,
yeah,
Roman take
Roman flying, that's one thing,
Yeah, that
but
was cold.
that was mean.
Mm-hmm.
But what Razor?
that's like the moveset that he was doing. That's one because again we're used to that when he goes into God mode, so to speak. But the comedic side again, we haven't seen this attempt since what the dog food days, maybe even before that with Suffering Succotash.
Right, and
So
it's not breaking consistency, but it kind of is. Like one moment you're like, "Oh, the tribal chief, I'm here to come back, get what's mine," and then
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden you're just in like this kind of side beef because they attacked you on the behalf of Seth, Jay, in it, but that don't mean you got to be nice in the match. Like, yo, they tried to take you out. He took your shoes, Roman. Roman, he took
Yeah.
your shoes, my
they
brother.
still got your shoes. They still got them damn fucking boats.
Yeah, he got his shoes around his neck. Came out there sporting
Big
them.
shoe wearing motherfucker.
Right.
But another one I noticed was, now I know I don't mean to make the constant comparisons, but Roman didn't have this energy when Big Jim came and saved him, and they had that tag team match not too long ago.
I think
Why does it seem like the powers that be give Jay this almost like this preferential treatment when you have his brother equally as talented and essentially nowhere to be found?
that's a good question. I've always wondered that. I always feel like Jimmy gets pushed to the side, like as if he never put in work when they was a tag team. Like he wasn't the one mouthpiecing, telling them to get to the back of the line. Like remember, y'all gotta go back and watch the. I'm not talking about y'all, but I'm saying community chat. Y'all gotta go back and watch some promos when the Usos were cutting those promos back in the day. Who was
Talking about we
really
can't
like?
tell who's who. We knew who was who.
Yeah,
Big
like
Jim
Jim
was
was
the mouthpiece.
cooking. Yeah, he was cooking. And then he was always big bro in they dynamic. Even though they twins, he was the one that was always coming like Jay struggling, not struggling in the match, but like, he fighting an uphill battle. Jim come through for the hot tag, who
Mm-hmm.
bat, occasionally vice versa. But
Facts.
Jay just, I ain't gonna lie, Jay do got the appeal. Like
Yeah.
he was able to get into the shape that they want him to get into, even though he be getting blown up because of his entrance. But this is why I think they paired him next to Roman so that Roman could show him, bro, like, look, less is more. Like, Roman's walking to the ring methodically, saving his energy for the match,
Yeah.
as to where Jay is exerting all of this energy on his way to the ring. You get to the ring, now you still got to keep up with the offense you got to put out, and it's tiring him out. So
You see
maybe,
10 minutes later, his ass stopped there in the concourse.
yeah, bro, maybe WWE trying to, like, really get a second wind out of Jay, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I mean, think about it, they've been trying this pretty much all year, if you think about it, and we're still seeing those steps trying to be put in place. So it's like, again, do we either move in a different direction? Do we crack down on Jay for still getting blown up? Like, what do we do?
And then I'm not sure because
Mm.
like he picks up the victory, right? He's the one that pinned Bronson Reed tonight.
Yeah.
Right, which I didn't think they were going that route. Honestly, I thought they would have been more on the lines of maybe Braun Breaker pinning Roma to solidify these two as all right. We here.
Right.
We are very real threats. And honestly, I got a hot take for later on, but I feel Seth's return kind of dampers Braun and Bronson's little progress they've been doing the last couple weeks.
I mean, then I hope not, but Braun Breaker might be suffering a little setback. It seems there was fan camera footage that showed Braun Breaker kind of limping up the stageway, getting to the back. He looked
Gee, I
kind
wonder
of
what
banged
spot
up.
could have caused that.
Right. I mean, it was pretty right. Like it was. As soon as he hit that table, dog, you could see him kind of like
You saw him
try.
bounce.
You see him bounce. You seen him kind of like try to like crawl up a little bit because that shit hurt. So
Mm-hmm.
he didn't really want to sell the immediate, like, when you see him, bam,
Mhm.
and shit. Like,
And that's a
oh,
spot that
Mhm.
he's been overshooting lately too.
yeah.
Much like with Roman in that tope, just big boys got too much hops.
Mhm.
And then oh man, it's like it could have happened regardless whether he goes to the well or not. But like you said, he's been doing that often. So seeing him do it now doesn't make it so special anymore. So it's kind of like you getting hurt on a high risk spot that you do quite often. Maybe he, unfortunately he got to learn from this, but save those spots for the very big moments.
And
You know what I'm
especially
saying?
in Ace, like you touched on these tables that's catching us fall. These are sturdier tables catching us fall.
Bro, we're gonna talk about those tables later because the way that shit descend, ooh,
Yeah, that was
Oh
shit
crazy.
looking
no!
like dust went in the air when
I'm screaming.
bro, I'm tripping.
Funny.
But overall, I want to say this: I got to see my favorite, one of my favorites, probably the favorite right now, Roman Reigns, my tribal chief in action. Maybe not the way I want to see him always chasing gold. So I'm glad that they were able to pick up the victory. He took a lot of damage tonight. I'm not so happy about that.
Well, this one part I do want to highlight real quick. Towards the end of the match, where they're talking about how he's down and out, and you just see him just get up like a god coming out of the ground, like on some Broly shit. That little slow
Mhm.
pan, and you just hear a pain in the background. No! And everyone knew, oh yeah, the big man is up.
Oh yeah.
But it's kind of like what Streets was saying to me before we come on the air. What's next? Now what? He
Yeah.
obviously goes after
Unfortunately,
Roman.
I think we kind of
I
know
mean,
what's
after Steph.
next, but
Yeah.
we'll
Okay.
get to
What do
that.
you think? What do you think's next, Razor?
The match that ha Roman has been on a collision course since he lost the belt, and it's only appropriate that this individual has gold now, which is Seth freaking Rollins. The series that has never truly had an ending on one way or the next.
I think they're
The
gonna run
man
back
that,
that WrestleMania
uh,
match.
aside from Jay asterisk, the only man that Roman's never really beaten.
What if they make us wait another year, bro? I really think we're
Yeah.
gonna
I
get a triple threat match, part two. Roman, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins again. And the reason I say that is because how things transpired tonight.
depending on how it's if they can somehow twist it up to where there's no favorite or there's purely just bad blood whatsoever, I might be on board with it. But again, that's a very very like
No, this time I'm
questionable.
on board with it because there's all the bad blood on the table right now.
Well,
Hmm.
but if you look at how the match happened at Mania, like how you gonna top that? That's what I'm
Well,
thinking. Like again, I'm intrigued with it, but they got to be very careful not to go down the same roads they went for Mania. I want it to be completely different.
Well, the title's on the line, so in my eyes, I would guess the implication is what Seth Rollins said. The future is gonna run through him and the championship, right?
Right?
So if Roman goes back with it, we kind of see what landscape we gonna go in. If CM Punk go with it, if Seth stays with it, maybe Braun Breaker costs Seth. Maybe we see something else here.
another heel turn, another swerve.
Another swerve in the story. Cause then listen, you all right. So let's say one of these guys win in this triple threat. You gotta do something to pull one of them guys away from the story now, right? Like
Yeah,
you gotta
facts.
do something. Like it can't just be this this carousel of well, oh I beat you and like Razor saying no jokes, all this shit. This should be the finale right here, bro. And we all walk
Or
away.
if you really want to sweeten the pot, hear me out. Let's make it a four way.
With who though?
You know who the man that's in the picture. Let's stir the pot a little bit with the wise man, the oracle. You going to trust your cousin again for all he did to you? You know once he gets the gold back, he's gonna treat you like dirt once again. What if you win the gold? What if you beat him?
Yeah.
You were his equal. You would be a two-time champion.
Hmm.
Press and take.
I'd be interested to see how we get there, but with no good explanation, that's too many hands in the pot right now. I like it where it's at. with Seth, CM Punk, and Roman. But it's how we gonna get there because, like I said, what I seen transpire tonight is Roman and Jay picked up a victory over Seth's team. Now maybe if in a universe they have Jay turn heel or start showing inklings of it, like, nah, I want ends on this match. I'm the one that got the pinfall on
Yeah.
Bronson Reed.
Do you, do
I
you,
deserve this, Roman. Like, yeah,
mhm.
Cuzzo,
It's
but I
Muse.
want, yeah.
Do
Like,
you
if
think
he
this
turns,
is
I'm okay.
do you think this is setting up for Survivor Series? Do you think they're trying to set the stones or set things in place now and maybe have a possible heel turn or
The
a
bloodline
possible swerve?
versus the original bloodline versus
That's my
Seth's
other
crew.
question.
Yeah,
Between now and Survivor Series, we're supposed to be getting a draft.
yeah, yeah.
So all this may be off the table completely, and these two may be on the way back to SmackDown. Who knows? Maybe Big Jim and Jacob come to Netflix. Who knows?
What if they swap the like Seth send Seth to SmackDown and Cody or Cena to Raw? Because I feel like they heavily promote Cena and Cody on that Raw Netflix, and but they also promote Roman. So I don't know
It would
if
be
they'll
very
send
interesting
him.
to see this trio with Seth and Heyman, Braun and Bronson on SmackDown with what they've been doing. On one end, I'm happy for it because while Seth has the main belt, can you imagine the car wreck type of tag match you would have if you swap out one of these individuals in tomorrow's tag match with a Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed? You take out LWA and put those two in that ladder match against the big bastards from the Wyatt Six. Oh my God, take
I've
my
been
money
saying
right
that
now.
shit on Raw that they should have ran the tag team division up over there. Like, yeah, I know that they don't need to be tagged, but why not make them look dominant and just run over? They haven't been dominant. They've been taking
Facts,
L's.
facts.
They've been taking L's. Yeah, they dominant when they beating people up when ain't no match on and shit. Like, but when they come together as a unit, they've been taking L's. Like, they ain't taking many wins like that. But they look good taking the L's. You know what I'm saying? They putting people through barricades, jumping over tables, tsunamis,
But
all kinds
anybody,
of stuff.
but to your point, anyone could do that in the afterbirth.
Yep. Not for real. Like, I honestly, I was trying to tell people this before, but I think we all want to give time and the benefit of the doubt. But to me, just being associated in the story, I feel like this is butchering Braun Breaker a bit.
It's definitely holding him back to a degree.
Like, he just doesn't look right with them to me.
Yeah, yeah.
And it doesn't look right because they want to make him somebody's second. That man has too much star power potential to be someone's second.
Yeah, bro. Like, this is somebody we comparing to Brock Lesnar, right? He even took Brock when
Yes.
Brock Lesnar got when the whole legal matter happened with Brock Lesnar, they replaced him with Braun Breaker streets. The spot that Brock Lesnar had to throw over whatever people they gave that spot to Braun Breaker.
Because they also set up Brock and Gunther, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So the thing
So
that go
you
ahead,
would
my
never
bad.
bring in Brock like this when they did when they brought him in. He was the next big thing with Paul Heyman. That's it. He was out here straight fucking people
Punishing people.
matches up.
Well,
Yeah,
even
somebody
when he
can have a
came
match.
back after the UFC, straight back to the top
Yeah,
where he left off at
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying,
facts.
bro.
Suplex City.
That what make it worse is that Braun Breaker achieved more on his own in quicker time than he is with this group.
Maybe it's the bigger storyline that we just don't see yet.
That's what like I feel.
They're trying to
But
build to. You know what I mean? They're trying to maybe tell over the course of time. This goes back to what I was saying. Some of us hardcore fans are like, we already kind of see it, see where it's
so let me
going.
ask you a question, right?
Hmm.
Do the fans pick Braun Breaker over Seth?
I would.
In the long run, yeah.
Okay.
In the long run, the long scheme of things, yes. I think
Okay.
Seth's dope. He's been there. I mean,
Because I feel
eventually,
like Braun Breaker can have that Cody Rhodes Cena feel where like Seth Rollins is the Cena in the story and Braun Breaker's the Cody.
yeah,
Like
good.
Cody had
Yeah, for
that big
sure.
following, but when you put Cena in front of him, it was
Of
different.
course, of course. And I mean, Seth has put his time in. He came in first. He has a lot of stuff. Obviously, he's the OG in comparison to him. But I mean, this dude is like a freak of nature when it comes to strength. You know what I'm saying? Kind of almost like a Cena um, or a Brock. Just super incredibly strong. Not saying Seth Rollins isn't, but it's almost like if Braun Breaker was to turn on Seth, what could Seth do? You know what I mean? If they was to turn on him, who would stop him? Who could stop him?
But that makes the weird Bronson Reed thing. So if Bronson Reed is aligned with Seth Rollins, why would he just let that happen?
I think they'll turn. They're the newer talent. I
Okay.
think both of them will turn because one, again, they're the newer talent and they're bigger. If you look at it, it's like you ever seen their movies, like or cartoons or whatever. You have the skinnier, smaller person, leading the pack or whatever. But when they found out, like, wait a minute, we way stronger than you. If we wanted to, you couldn't tell us what to do. You see how he's like, get them, sick them, and he got them like dogs. What if he tells them to go and they don't move? You know what I mean?
I can see that.
I got a hot take that's gonna piss off the entire internet.
What's going on?
So on the topic or subject of Braun being someone's second, here's the problem that will come across should you wait too long with him. He just becomes another LA Knight. If you wait too long. Now, granted, Braun's got Father Time on his side, but still, these crowds are very picky and especially fickle as of late. You always want to strike while they're in tight. You don't want to wait too long.
Yeah, but to think that he would be to the magnitude of an LA Knight, I can see where you're going with that to a point, but I just think he has way more star power and way more years left in the tank.
Yeah, but again, there was a time where folks thought that LA Knight was more popular than Roman Reigns, and then they let that simmer out a while. they almost did that with Drew, and Drew managed to salvage himself. They tried with a few other guys. Look at we'll get it here in a little bit. Karrion Kross, man, could be on his way out here in a few days or a few weeks.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't think anybody's safe from that, but I mean, besides the top
It's
dogs.
just
But
you know what it is for me now. I'm thinking about it, like for what Braun Breaker is being compared to, or what his raw projection is. For people that have been put in that similar spot, I've seen them take off on the mic, in the ring,
yeah,
not
for
look like
sure.
they need work on anything. Right now, I feel like he's still in that. We threw him out there. He's still. We need him to work on this and or we looking like, but we saying he need the. So that's why I feel a little weird to me, a little bit like it's like I hear the Brock Lesnar comparisons. I hear the athleticism, the this and that, but again, all the people that came in before that was like that was able to just like shoot right to the top. Well, he's right there, but now it's like they're giving him a step back, some shit that I've never seen before. Like I've never seen a step back
Like,
like
what are they
this.
afraid of?
I think
Yeah,
that they're trying to maybe savor him and maybe just trying to put him into a storyline that maybe makes more sense for him. Maybe a more important storyline than they had him in before. Would you guys say this is the most important storyline he's been in since he's been in wrestling?
no, yes
What would
and
you say?
no.
Okay, what would you say that would be the most important storyline that so far that has transpired
I
for
feel
Braun Breaker?
I'll give you a good example right now. I don't mean to cut you off, HD, but when Braun bust that line when he first started that beef with Jay, no one in your family ever beat up anybody in my family.
and that's why
That's
he
when they should
cut
have
me off.
started
That's why
everything.
he cut me off because he knew that's what I was gonna say. He,
Okay.
that's why he cut
Right
me
there,
off.
But
boom,
does
rocket
that?
on the ass.
But time out. Does that automatically tie into this though? Because he's still kind of fighting their family.
I mean, they just won tonight though, so it's like
So now you can say that, hey, somebody in my family beat yours finally, but that could be, that could have been just, little inclinations of stuff that was going to happen in the future that we just, now that we go back and look at those things, because when you go back and look at stuff, you go, oh, look, maybe this is what they were alluding to, or oh, look, that, now that I go back in hindsight and peep it, this is what they were trying to do, or this is what they
But
meant.
also Jay beating for the IC belt around that time was being that should have been said anyways. Like I said,
Yeah.
that'd have been a perfect opportune time for him to run right through Jay. If Jay won the belt, no harm, no foul.
Okay.
And then that leads in for Roman coming back to us getting what we kind of saw similar versus tonight. But it's like,
Yeah.
could that have
And
damaged Jay a little bit? Yes and no. But for the sake of the story and for Braun's progression, it'd have been just right.
and then just going based off what I've seen, everybody in the last year or two that won the IC belt, once they lose it, they go challenge for the heavyweight belt. They,
Immediately.
yeah, he didn't need no Seth Rollins alliance, no Paul Heyman behind him to get. It was like we seen it with Gunther, Sami Zayn. It was like you lead the fucking Jey Uso, get the IC belt, drop it, go to the heavyweight shit. But to your point, maybe they trying to prep him for a bigger story. But like Razor saying, it takes too long. I'm kind of like, what are we doing?
What are we doing here? What are
Yeah,
we
like,
doing?
yeah, like,
Yeah,
cause
but like that kind of ties into what I said though. A lot of the fans who've been here for a minute, we're already seeing where the ship's navigating where it's gonna go. A lot of the stuff I feel like they're doing is to kind of bring in newer people and to kind of make it, hey, we're gonna put this, in so that it makes it more entertaining for people who maybe don't keep up with the wrestling, but maybe want to keep up more so with the storyline or with
mhm.
that type of thing. You know what I mean? And I think for us who are like, hey, we like the storyline and that's dope, you know what I mean? But we come from the wrestling, like, you know what I mean? The storylines is always cool and it always made it, but the wrestling's what made us hooked. You know what I mean? I think the
Yeah,
actual,
like,
you know what I mean? I think that plays a big part in it too.
yeah, bro. It's just I want to see more Easter eggs towards where we gonna get to. I don't want it to just now's the week where you're like, fuck it, just do it, and
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like
yeah,
mad weeks of him just being the second. So it's Seth Rollins, and then all of a sudden want to like that. I thought it was weird that they had him take the mic from Seth
yeah.
Rollins.
That's what I said. But I bet if we go back whenever it does happen, I guarantee you when we go back and look, we're gonna be like, look right there. Right here's
Hmm.
where it kind of maybe started, and we just kind of just brushed it off and shrugged it off as being nothing, but it was actually something. You know,
Yep.
they could be
And that,
smart. Maybe they're. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was gonna say that I was making this point to Cap the other day on the phone too. I'm tired of all of this shit being predicted. Why every faction got to break up? Why we waiting on the heel turn? Why these niggas can't just be
Look at New Day.
dominant for? Yeah, like look at, you know what I mean? Even though Judgment Day be kicking people out, but they've been running strong for like 4 or 5 years now. Judgment
Hmm.
Day.
True, true, true.
Finn Balor's the OG member. He been in there since they kicked Edge out, and now Edge and AEW. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Absolutely.
why we gotta have scenario where like we waiting on the breakup, kind of like the girls Damage Control. They was all solid for a minute until WWE
Yeah, yeah,
decided, you know
yeah.
what, we're just gonna break them up.
Which is
Fuck it.
whack. That's kind of whack
Then they
too.
didn't break him up. They just said, "Oh, we're not going to call him that anymore,"
Yeah.
which is even worse.
Mm-hmm. So I would have enjoyed the Braun Breaker situation if they would have been a real faction. Like, nah, we dominating. Seth gonna be the heavyweight, and we gonna be the tag team champs for now. For now. And then, you know what I'm saying? Shit, let it marinate like the evolution shit. But, you know, I don't want to
Oh,
stay
what could
too
have
too
been.
long beating a dead horse on that one. The next match of the night, I did enjoy that tag team match though. Just want to put that out there. Um, the next match was also a tag team match. We got the women's tag team match. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair challenging
Woo!
Raquel and Roxanne. Ooh wee. I'm not gonna lie. This match right here had me happy because it was a few points in that match where I'm like, I was kind of concerned, like, damn, this shit not looking right here, like in terms of it was that moment where Alexa Bliss hit Charlotte by accident, and like you had mentioned, Charlotte creeping over the shoulder is looking like Alexa's like, oh shit, she gonna hit me. She just saves her from Raquel that's trying to come in and save the sister Abigail from happening. To me, it was a dope match. I'm glad they picked up the victory.
Now, what I kind of threw with this match was I don't know the accuracy of this, but to me it seems like every time when Raquel and Roxanne are matching gear, they win. When they're not matching gear, they lose.
They kind of had some matches shit today, leopard, but it was like different colors too. Like,
Yeah, but usually like when their gears matching complete colorway and everything, I think they have a better. That's how we know the win. Like how the OG thing was. If babyface is wearing white in a street fight, they're probably gonna lose. It's one of those type of nuances that kind of keeping on with them.
were you surprised that there were no chicanery at play for this match, and it was pretty much a clean
Yes,
match?
a little bit,
Okay.
but at the same time, it's like I think that's probably why they took the belts off them because aside from say Dominic coming out, I mean everyone was anticipating that. So him not coming out was a little bit refreshing, but still, I mean, I get it. I'm surprised that they swapped the belts.
I'm not.
I'm not mad at it, but I'm like okay because I thought they were gonna let them hold on for a little bit longer to prolong the story with Liv, but one can argue that they don't really need the belts for that story.
Yeah, at this point, nah, it actually adds them losing it now.
Mm-hmm.
Because she got more ammunition. Like, damn, you couldn't even keep the belts till I got back. You was parading, happy, all this and that. Like,
Raquel, you was barely or Roxanne was barely champion for a month.
yeah, because they did show that stat also. They showed how long Raquel had the belt and then how long Roxanne had the belt for. I think it was like 103 days, 133 days or
Yeah,
something like that for
yeah, she was
Raquel.
pushing 5 months.
Yep. And then only 33 days for Roxanne. I mean, it's gonna be an interesting time in the clubhouse on Monday. You know what I'm saying?
But
Some
also
interesting looks,
this what
eyes.
I did enjoy. And shout out to Michael Cole. Is Roxanne Perez a 4 or 5 time champion? And the reason why I say it because in this current regime of women, she is the most decorated tag team champion right now in WWE.
Roxanne Perez.
No, Raquel.
Oh, Raquel. Oh, okay. Yeah. Because then her and Liv break the record for 3-time tag team champs.
They won it 3, and I think Raquel might have won it with somebody else too. I wanted to she won somebody else.
Like, yeah, that's dope right there. At this point of the night, I was legit happy. I'm like, okay, I'm looking 2 for 2. You know what I'm
Show's off to a
saying?
great start. Everything's cool. But the shot right before this, as Bliss turns around, damn that shot was cold.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shot was cold. My bad, guys. I had walked away.
You
No,
all good?
that was fire. It did look like Charlotte was gonna, maybe turn on her for a second, to say, hey, you hit me. Here's my lick back. Nobody gets a lick off on the queen and doesn't, gets the proper comeuppance. But it was just a dope shot, like you said, and it showed, they had what it takes to win the championship. I thought it was a pretty good match.
I'm curious to see how they would have went down that road past this if instead of Raquel eating that boot, Bliss eats that boot from Charlotte and Charlotte walks off.
I ain't gonna lie, Roxanne Perez looked like she hit hard, yo. Yo, like I was watching how she was laying some shit in the match. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, she was kicking the shit out
Yeah,
of Alexa Bliss.
they was getting a little feisty.
Yeah, giving her some work in there. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. There was no little bump of the shoulders backstage whatsoever.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Stuck
It
to
was,
my
and
kicks.
then that's why if you remember the sequence where Alexa started to get into her strikes, she hit her with a slap 2 time, pow pow. Then hit her with
Mhm.
the backhand,
Mhm.
boom. I was like,
Like,
she hit a combo
what'd you
on
say
her.
to me?
You
Yo,
know,
bro, she hit square, square, left square, X.
And the last one had the R1 for the extra boost.
Oh
Bro,
God,
on me, bro, for real. That was the
factual.
like the put down one, the finish into the combo. I'm like, nah, that was fire though. I enjoyed the match personally. I think this little giddy relationship that they have, this little like, I don't want to sound corny, but I'm gonna sound corny. I think it's cute, bro. I think like that whole little like,
It's growing on people.
yeah, bro, because it's fun. It's fun to watch. It's like it gives me like a real like playful, enjoyable watch.
It,
So I,
it gives it gives
know,
that big silly little silly type vibe, whatever. I'm older than you, therefore I get to boss around, bully you. But when the bell rings, we getting active.
and most importantly, because mental health is everything. This shit look like it's really boosting Charlotte's. Like it really looked like she's having a good time, genuinely, and having the fans cheer for her, woo when she gets her stuff in. Maybe
Oh
she
yeah,
got a switch in her where she wants to be cheered and not booed. Like she wants to be appreciated. You know what I'm saying? And
Cornell was popping up with the fans about that. Like he's like, a couple of weeks ago, y'all hated her guts. Y'all want her to run out of town. Now you guys love her again. Make up
what
your
I be
minds.
saying, what I
Well,
be
yeah,
saying,
I'm gonna
fickle.
say, yeah, fickle. I'm gonna say HD has definitely said the fans are very finicky, very, one
But
way, one
also, I
minute, and
think this
different way the next. But I mean, I think Unreal showed us that I think everybody kind of really probably wants to,
we got
get
a,
that
a, a
love and
greater
get you.
understanding.
Hmm.
Yes, yes.
And also, and again, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but this seems like compared to Charlotte's last babyface attempts across the last 10 years, we finally struck gold. Finally, we
This
thought
is genuine, yeah.
we,
This
we
this is
thought it
dope.
was impossible for her to be a babyface, that she was more natural to heel. No, this is perfect. Like Cinderella with the glass shoe.
Yeah, like when I see her smiling out there now, it touches me. I feel that when she used to go out there smiling because she had to be a baby face, it's that real cookie
Yeah.
cutter. You could tell they throwing a smile
Mhm.
because they got to be a baby face. No, we're not jacking that. We're not doing that. This feels fun. It's like, oh, I'm having fun with my friend with Lex. There's times you can hear her calling her Lexi.
Mm-hmm.
Like then she got to catch herself. Come on, Lexa. But like when she was on the apron, like she calling her Lexi, like you could tell they really got that bond. Like you feel
So,
me? So
so
it was
here's my
dope.
question: should they ever run it against Lita and Trish? What are we gonna call them? The besties versus the not besties?
I also thank you for mentioning it. I like they shirt. Like we're not friend. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so they definitely grown on me. I think at this point of the night, I was 2 for 2. I felt very, good with how the night was going. But
And then we got to the piss break.
Oh yeah,
yeah, bro.
Oh brother.
yeah. This could have been saved for sure.
I mean, honestly, like you see Scarlet in the back over there, right? Like she had this spike stuff on her. I think if they would have somehow incorporated her gear into the match, this shit would have probably made it for me. She could have like punched Sami Zayn in the face, or maybe even hit Karrion Cross by accident with them shits. Who knows? I don't know, but
You could have did anything.
that steel pipe shit, bro. Since when steel pipe became like how everybody had a signature weapon back? Like, I could turn on Nintendo 64, my nigga. Everybody had a signature weapon. The Dudleys
Yep,
come out with a piece of a table.
Van
The
Dam
Rock
got a
came,
yep,
chair.
yeah, like
The
nigga,
Hardys got a ladder.
come on, bro.
yep. Hmm.
Austin had a beer can.
Yep.
Sandman got the goddamn kendo stick.
Mick
Kendo
Foley
stick.
had
Yeah,
the
no.
yeah, the kendo stick, the Sacco, like.
Hmm.
Come on, bro. The Christian Edgy Christian had the chairs, like the Hardy, the ladders, like he said, like, come on, bro. When the fuck did he develop the steel pipe as his weapon?
The only time we did it was, I think, that Saturday main event before Mania. That was about it. Or Chamber,
Yeah,
Yeah,
one of the two.
like
like Triple H and the Sledgehammer. He trying to go his
Yeah.
Triple H Sledgehammer around.
yeah, but like at least Triple H do this. I'm the cerebral assassin.
Yeah.
Oh, the cerebral what? Not the assassin streets.
Oh
Not
yeah.
the like. Oh
Oh
man,
yeah.
it's time to play the game. And then the laugh on the song, like, come on, Karrion Cross ain't got none of that right now. He got the little. They do the black and white shit now. Like, bro, it don't got the same. And shout out to
It's
Karrion Cross from
because
New
he's
York,
not
bro.
bald.
He got all his characters combined into one, and it's fucking weird right now for me. I'm not even gonna lie. It's fucking weird.
Maybe I know you said something about his contract being up. Maybe he was trying to, just get all that out while he had a chance, see if anything stuck.
Oh yeah,
Last
facts.
minute.
Shout out to Cameron Cross. If this was indeed your last WWE match for now,
Shout
PLE,
out to
I
Curry and
know.
Cross, man.
Yeah, shout out to Cameron. I know we've seen rumors that his contract was up in August. We are now in August 2nd, so time will tell for him. Didn't hear there was no re-up on the negotiation. So yeah, shout out to Karen Cross, man. We appreciate what you did, but the way they booked you on this is not like I'm beyond like you haven't been wrestling on Raw like that. I feel like I didn't even see the match with you and like the match with you and AJ Styles. Did it happen? I don't even remember that
It
shit. Did it
it, it,
happen?
it happened in my hometown and he got hurt.
Like
But what I want to know is, seeing his work for quite a while, what happened to Killer Cross?
I was
That'd
thinking
be
that in
they
my
took
head,
that from
like
him.
yeah, that shit is bogus. With all this stuff that the commentators be saying, and I mean, I
Yeah.
get it. Like, maybe you don't want to put that on the packaging of a toy, Killer Cross, right, or on a video game. I get it because they're on some marketing stuff, but
Or again, go by his stick in Mexico and Lucha Underground, the White Rabbit. Too soon?
Mm,
The way-
the White Rabbit.
this match did nothing for me. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of here
Yeah, this
with
was
Cap.
Dookie Water.
Yeah, I'm with
We
Cap
could have
on this one. This
they
is
could have
one of them
kept
ones
this
to
for
keep going.
SmackDown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
SmackDown Raw. We could have kept this over there on one of them
Pre-show?
weekly shows. Yeah, pre-show for sure. Even pre-show would
Yeah, I
have
was
been good.
saying
I think.
Sunday Night Heat. I'm gonna be honest. I had to think about it. Yo, Sunday Night Heat used to have a Rock and Mick Foley fighting at the empty arena. And shit. Like Sunday Night Heat used to have some content. This ain't even Sunday
Yeah,
Night Heat, bro.
yeah,
Like
that's right. So I said this match could have been skipped.
this,
They could
yeah,
have
this is
saved
second
this,
hour.
or put in
Hey,
something way more
you remember
exciting.
Jack?
Which one? Oh
You remember that
yeah,
show, Jack?
yup. That ass,
Yeah,
bro. This is like
facts.
Shotgun Saturday Night right here. You heard? Remember
Yeah.
that
Oh
was
wow.
Shotgun Saturday Night right here.
That's
This
throwback.
this is Bart Gunn and all of them, Billy Gunn and
Yeah.
all of them. Like, come on,
Facts.
man. Before nigga was Mr. Ass and all that. That's what this is. I ain't gonna
Facts.
hold you. Shotgun Saturday Night,
Shotgun
bro.
Saturday Night threw it back right there. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
That's a throwback right
That's
there.
got it
Fact.
right there.
Man, like maybe Velocity, cause Velocity has some suspects on there. Like I give y'all the Velocity. Sunday Night Heat
You
though.
gonna fuck with Val Venus?
Nah, Val Venus was that dude. Like maybe not these days. He be tweaking on Twitter, so I ain't gonna give him that.
Facts.
Like yeah, but the character. Yeah, hello, ladies. I ain't
Hello,
going front, bro.
ladies.
Like that shit was polarizing as a kid. Cause I'm sitting there like, you know what I'm saying? We looking up to these people as like these characters in the show. So I'm sitting there like, nah, I ain't gonna lie. When I get older, I want to be like this nigga. He
So,
in the
so Streets,
bushes
what
creeping
I'm
out.
hearing is this
Bro,
man is walking around with just a towel on and some baby oil.
Screaming.
Pause.
bro, remember in his Titantron, bro, he come out the motherfucking bushes with his army hat on and shit, bro. Like I like, nah, this dude hilarious, bro. I'm like, I
Yeah, I'm
fucking
screaming.
got it, you heard? For real. Oh man, let's put a fucking dot on these Karen Cross and Zayn. Where what do we even care what's next for them? Should we even go down that route?
Sadly,
Esa no era
sadly, no.
mañana.
All right. Um,
I'm screaming.
you know,
Hitting with the sauna.
yeah, facts, right? I mean, it's crazy he did that because that kind of the next segment, rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. They showed his son Nick Hogan in attendance.
Yeah, yeah,
So once again, rest in peace
In
to
the red
Hulk
and
Hogan
yellow.
in the red and yellow.
yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Looking real dapper over in the front row area. We move on though. We get the women's heavyweight match for the night. We get Tiffy. We get Jade.
Can I get my negative stuff out the way real quick? I'll keep it
Please,
short.
please, go ahead.
Now, this is their
Ooh.
second time against their second one-on-one together, if I'm mistaken, right? Steve?
Yes, the
Okay.
first
Yeah,
one
the
was
second one.
the first one was a no contest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she lost.
Much like the first go around. Again, nothing against Jade. I just don't feel Tiffany's ready for this level to where she's in a position to where she can hold her own and elevate somebody else. She's not at that level that they're trying to push her to just yet.
What would make
because
her go that way for you?
well, again, for one, more experience. This just to be just a joke on some of her recent comments was, but to be able to okay with elevating herself aside from her mean girl spiel, there's a couple of nuances that she could probably work on behind the scenes, but it seems like she's just going through the motions, and in her mind, she's got this persona of, well, this is just me, take it or leave it. That's what got a lot of the folks in AEW in some hot water with the crowd. It's like, if you're not willing to grow, then you're going to get stagnant. That's how folks lap you a lot quicker. And this match, much like the previous one with Jade, did no one any favors.
Yeah, this match,
Yeah.
I agree with you there, bro, because it didn't hurt Jade for me, but I could see where people could hop off the Jade train right now, just hop on the Tiffy train, and
Or
then
jump
on
off of both.
yeah, because this is where my next point was. Tiffy's feeling a little bit forced. Like I would had to make this point to Cap too, because Cap was telling me how Tiffy's been so dominant, she's just as strong, and I'm like, hold on, like, got to give Nia Jax credit because Bianca Belair could lift Nia Jax up. There's a few that could just lift her up. For Tiffy, Nia was jumping for that spine buster.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of effort being placed on the people that's in the ring with Tiffy to make her look good as well. So I just wanted to point that out.
And not to jump back on the Unreal stuff, it's like, again, she's still very young in this profession, and I don't think she's as versed in certain things as she may think she is.
I mean, you want to probably give an example or what you think you seeing out there that she could probably be working on that she could
Well,
possibly,
well,
you know
for
what I'm
one,
saying?
how many moonsaults did we see tonight from her?
The athletic stuff, yeah, it's over the top for me. Uh, I want to see like Charlotte, right? She's athletic, but she's not. She's laying in chops. She's over here
Mixing it
lifting
up.
girls for fall away slams. Like she's getting like more stuff in there. When I see Tiffy, it's
You're
all
not
this
lying.
like high octane. I mean, and honestly, she wasn't even getting that much offense in tonight. She barely got offense in. That's kind of why I was like, I'm not really happy with the winner. I'm just happy to see my favorite superstar in the form of Jade Cargill out there tonight. So that's why I gave this match, like, I was okay with this. I wasn't happy with the outcome.
and
Facts.
and, and with this, I was almost expecting it to be another no contest and incorporate Nia in this in some way, shape, or form. Because again, like, at least that way, that she could have kind of ran into some damage control. No pun intended.
Well, to your point, I did think something was going to happen because this match, they had Cardi B at ringside. I remember
Mm-hmm.
they showing her a little
I thought
bit
it
right
was too.
before the
Yeah, I thought
match.
she was gonna
Yeah.
interfere or something. You know.
Or I even was booking ahead of time. I'm like, maybe she congratulates Jade or something,
Yep.
and then Naomi comes out to like, do
Fuck
something.
with her, yeah, or
But
do
then Naomi
something.
got the match tomorrow, so I'm thinking, well, the chances of that is not really gonna happen. But if it did, it'll set something up for tomorrow because I've been asking for this with 2 night things. I want something to happen in night one that's gonna maybe
Well,
trickle
supposedly
something for night
Cardi
two.
ain't booked for tomorrow
I don't know. They showed her, they got her picture up right here on this graphic.
because this week they was talking about how she's just here for Saturday, and there's a lot of confusion as far as her availability.
Maybe,
Mm.
maybe she's only around because they got so much of a packed show. They don't really have time to really do anything else. It's all about timing, like they said. It's the most important thing. Maybe they're just trying to cut down on the time.
Yeah, but this match to me wasn't nothing crazy. They went for a few spots that, like I say, save it for the big moments. But also within saying that, y'all got to be able to pull it off and do it clean. Feel like Jade went for some. What was her finisher's move? Jaded.
Jaded,
Yeah, it seemed like
the
she went
Yeah,
for
glacial
like
move.
Jaded.
something super jaded from the corner, something very uncharacteristic of her. We don't usually see her go for this type of move. So once she started doing that, I'm kind of like, oh man. And then honestly, that's what shocked me in this match. There was no outside interference. It just led to Tiffy
Mhm. Just
doing
beating
that.
her straight up.
Yeah.
And like you
Doing that
said, I felt like
reversal, getting into her finisher, the prettiest movesaw.
yeah, I said it felt like it that at one point she kind of just slowed her down. Like you said, this didn't help Jade. I don't think it kind of just slowed her down. I feel, if anything,
Yeah,
I don't
cause
think
now
that they,
what?
yeah,
Now what? You're the first queen of the ring to not when Nia Jax won last. Now this I'm being nitpicky here because it's only been 2 years of this. The king and queen of the ring go to SummerSlam and challenge, but Jade Cargill's the queen of the ring, and she lost her opportunity at the
yep,
World Heavyweight Championship.
Quite definitively too. She
Yeah,
lost it
clean,
clean.
clean,
yep,
as clean could get.
yep. So where do you go from here?
I mean, I hate to say it, queen of the ring or not, that's back of the line shit. You
And
got to
Yeah,
honestly,
it is.
I
It is.
feel
Which
both
again, that's
both
slowing their
women are
momentum.
both women are respectfully in limbo now because it's like again, this didn't do nothing for really Tiffany except again she's still undefeated for the year. Jade lost a money matches again, so she's the back of the line.
right. Like, who else we got to throw in front of Tiffy for her to that we got to feed her? Who's next? Rhea Ripley when they do the draft?
Julia,
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, we need even a bigger name because it seems like they keep
Well, I
they
mean, maybe even Stephanie
unless you
McCare.
run it back with Charlotte, I don't know what else you could do right now. Again,
I
this is
feel
the
like
problem.
Rhea
maybe they want one of
Ripley.
the new
That's the
girls.
only
Yeah,
one I can think
Rhea.
of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Swap the
I mean, I ain't gonna
woman.
lie. Rhea Ripley versus Jay would be dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
And Rhea will make a start at J2 on top of that because she'll make both of them look good because she knows she has that IQ.
Exactly. Exactly.
I hate to say this about Jade too though. Right now, not in every match, but in certain matches, like in this match particular, this ain't a like Jade should be running over girl. She should be in squash matches. Like expecting her to put on like banger matches is kind of unrealistic. Like these are two females that are in their rookie years, bro. Jade not so much, but I don't credit her AEW experience. Like
Well,
that was AEW,
Yeah.
bro. This is WWE. She in her second year here.
look at this way back
Yeah.
in the days like with Brock and Goldberg. You expect them to go 30 minutes? Fuck no.
Right.
5 minutes, get in, get out.
Right. It's just
Factual.
like through heavyweights. Even in boxing, you don't expect them to go like you like, oh damn, they gonna knock each other out. Like we want to see some
Mhm.
shit. Expecting them to do all of this technical counters and it should just be like how Jay started the match off, getting her offense in, and then when Tiffany got her shit in, she was able to get some. But the last sequence, how they finished that match, I wasn't really a fan of that. But hey, we have Tiffy retaining, going Friday night to SmackDown, still champion. Like I said, I'll accept this. This was a
Yeah.
SummerSlam worthy match because I can't nitpick. If Jade wins, I'm happy. So just because she lost, I'm not gonna say this should have not been on. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
I'm not gonna be that petty because the person I didn't
Yeah.
want to win
Didn't
didn't
win.
win. Yeah, I'm gonna just say no.
Yeah.
And this is
This
why I hate
trash.
that stipulation of that Cole kept throwing in of what the winner gets their branch champion. What I would have much preferred was say Jade didn't pick who her opponent was, and it was we ended up getting Jade versus Naomi again for the belt. That at least that would have some substance behind it.
It would.
Yeah, it would have had some craziness too. I ain't gonna lie to you. You on something right there.
But I feel like what if that story was really never supposed to happen? And 'cause I feel like they show on Unreal and stuff like that. Like Jade got injured, so
Hmm.
they made this story as to where okay, we trying to figure out who injured her, and then they landed on well, Naomi's the better solution. Now they throw Naomi on Raw. Do you feel like them separating them now is the way to just try to like silently just move on from that
And
whole
yeah,
yeah, like
yeah, I do. I feel like
okay.
I
Yeah,
do.
but again, if stuff got hot the way this got hot, it'll kind of put the rug over it. But say if Jade just spins the block out of nowhere, it's right back there in the main event spot easily.
Easily. That got legs. There's a lot of. It feels like real
And
emotion.
that's not even counting the Bianca factor whenever she comes back.
Yep. Which she got a
This is true.
weird injury. Was like her
Yeah,
finger got really messed up.
it's
That's
just a
crazy.
broken
Yeah,
finger, if
it's
I'm not
just
mistaken,
crazy.
right?
That's the Rose said something like she got to re-break it or something. Has
Well,
some more surgery
because
done.
usually with broken fingers, if it doesn't heal right, you got to re-break it to get it to heal properly. But that's not very common in this injury unless her shit was like damn near caved into her palm.
Yeah.
And I know she talked about that the spot that it happened, but it's like even watching that match, it's like your finger had to be in the worst possible place to where the fact that you didn't break your wrist on top of that is a miracle. Like, how did that break your finger? But
Yeah,
I
and
don't
then
know.
she showed it on Chris Van Vliet. That shit still look nasty.
Yeah, I
That shit
didn't
look
see
like
it, but
this.
Yeah,
Razor said her shit was crunched, bro. But I mean,
man.
dang. But I mean, okay, realistically, if that's the case, and her finger is, having to have another surgery done to it, where does that put her in the course of this whole
That puts her
storyline? And
if she's just getting it re-healed now, that pushes her to Survivor Series or right before, or maybe Paris.
okay,
Because she should have been back at least last month,
yeah.
just fine. So we'll see.
All right. Moving on to our fifth match. We
The
had
marquee match of the night, folks.
I mean, it kind of felt that way. The way they kept advertising it so much before,
Golly.
during the show.
Oh Lord.
Man, moment. He always know how to create a moment off that turnbuckle right there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, for sure you do.
Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre versus Jelly Roll and Randy Orton. I need to hear y'all meet. Like, what's y'all thoughts on this?
I keep saying it. I think Logan Paul's the future. He's a dope wrestler. He's doing his thing. A lot of people hate on him because he didn't grow up with the background, but I think he gets on there. He's a showman. He does his thing.
This is his
He's rock-
18th PLE.
I
Some
think he's
folks will
rocking,
hate me
bro.
for this comparison.
Go ahead.
There's only one other person that didn't kind of like start grassroots that took a liking to this almost instantly, and that's Kurt Angle. Athleticism wise, Logan Paul is on that level, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's young.
Just come in and just immediately it's like, okay,
Yeah.
you sure you new to this?
Yeah,
Sure?
exactly. He's doing his thing and not missing a step. I think he's a great character to already kind of work with, and he already kind of puts you over. You know what I mean? Or he can
He just gets it.
He just gets it, bro. So I think that even in this move right here, like he always has a moment. I think that's cool with Logan Paul is that at the end of his career, when they look back, he'll have all these crazy moments that were so memorable. He just does stuff that's just unconventional, outside of the box, from catching drones, throwing it around, the whole arena, to doing stuff like jumping on top of superstars, platinum artists, and just bringing them into the WWE straight hardcore style. I like it.
And this image, you got Wade in the background, probably just going, Jelly Roll,
Yeah,
bless your heart.
Yeah, he's looking at him like, well, you're about to get introduced to the business, bro.
You gotta get fucked up right now, my boy.
Look at him like, well, you're about to feel this, But I mean, shout out to Jelly Roll, man. Actually, taking the bumps, doing his thing. I can only imagine, how dope it would be to be at a SummerSlam and having this happen to you as a fan. You know what I mean? But just
I ain't gonna lie, he went through some pain, bro. Like
he did.
He got some chops in.
Yeah, he did. But I think
well, the way his big old body done rolled over the table, I was like, oh shit.
I ain't gonna lie, when he hit him right here, it was just all straight.
Bro, that's what I was saying earlier. The table went to dust after that. You just see the fucking
yeah.
Bro, that shit was wild. I say this though, I like more like you were saying. I respect Jelly Roll for getting in the ring, doing his thing. I can see why superstars get frustrated, having to like they want to be in the top spot and get put in this position. But I think this was a nice, fun match. Like you see, look at the fans; they on their feet, they look happy, they recorded. That's what it's all about, right there.
Look at old boy in the white t-shirt to the right of Barrett. He's just like, oh my god, please don't die.
Oh no, look at the dude at the very end on the left with the glasses holding his phone sideways. He's like, oh, that's gonna hurt. Like,
oh man,
I'm like, oh man. Even the little kid on the right hand side, he's looking like, oh my god, this is real.
Look at Buddy right there, right? That's what's his name? The dude that got the radio show. I forgot his name.
Ooh.
Which dude?
Cosmic Kev, I think.
Oh yeah, in the back
Mhm.
with the behind the dude with the next to
With the
Baron
white-
Corbin. Yep.
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 Cosmic Kev, you heard?
Yep. It is him. It is him.
Cosmic Kev right there, man. That boy was outside SummerSlam
Outside,
Summertime.
Shout out to Cosmic Kev, man. Collaboration off the head. We here for you, baby. We here, man.
Let him know.
Let us know, man.
Pull
Philly,
up, man.
New York, we here, baby.
Thanks.
So what I want to know is how soon before Logan gets another crack at a world title.
I mean, shoot. I think they're gonna maybe entertain, possibly him and John Cena. Maybe that would be cool. Maybe before they get up out of here, maybe have him fight Cena. He teamed up with Cena. Maybe because now what is Logan Paul gonna do now that this is over with? Is he just gonna obviously he's not in a tag team.
Has
Drew
Logan been in the
McIntyre.
War Games match yet?
I don't know if he has.
Imagine that crazy son bitch in that venue.
Yeah, it'd be dope. It'd be time.
Ignorant won't even cover what he gonna do.
Facts.
I got a wild idea. So I'm thinking, like, what if Seth Rollins decides to throw a little shade on Braun Breaker now because he hurt, allegedly, limping around and all this. Because now everybody get hurt. You never know these days, right?
Yeah.
Saying he hurt. You bring in Logan Paul.
That's where I was going with this.
As the future, right? I felt a little bit of that, Razor. I'm not gonna lie. That's what got my mind. I felt it, brother. Like you bring in Logan Paul, now Braun Breaker start looking like the future. What? Like the same things he basically said about Braun Breaker, he'll be saying about Logan Paul now. And to hurt Braun Breaker, like what? Like nah. And
just think about it. You acquire the services of Logan Paul, you may also get the acquisition of one Drew McIntyre. Package deal.
And I'm not gonna lie, I think that helps Seth Rollins a little bit. Because you put two guys that were just getting loved by the fans with Seth Rollins, and now you're trying to make them hated. You put a guy like Logan Paul that's like fucking hated by the fans next to Seth Rollins, they probably really going like, damn, Seth, you fucking with him?
And just like that, we have recreated the Heenan family.
They're gonna eat it up.
Paul Heyman's in it.
Yeah, for real.
Thanks.
Because I think that's a topic we've been saying a little bit, Streets, where you've been saying, like, how could Seth Rollins be a heel? The fans are still cheering for him, singing his songs. And this is supposed to be a heel group, and they feel very likable. We want to see Braun Breaker succeed. We all still love Seth Rollins. We love
Bronson Reed taking the shoes.
Yeah, like,
right.
We love all that.
Yeah,
so something got to be done for us. If y'all want us to dislike them, I think being paired with Logan Paul could put a sour taste in the fans' mouth. Like, nah, y'all rocking with this guy? Like, come on.
Yeah,
and also, just the mouthpieces of Logan Paul, Paul Heyman, and Seth Rollins together, we about to see some 4-course meal word salads.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what, like, I'm looking at what be next for Logan Paul after he does a match. It pretty much be random, bro. Like
bro.
They'll throw him into some high stuff. Like when he was on SmackDown, Roman Reigns type of matches. He in there with Cody Rhodes while he had the United States Championship. Like
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, bro.
Randy Orton and KO at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
AJ Styles.
And they kind of just had him in a high spot with Cena too. They just had to
they did.
You know what I'm saying? Do a little pivot, get this Jelly Roll match in.
But now, like you said, what's next? They have a lot, they can really mold, with the story as far as, how things are right now.
My question for y'all is, do y'all want to see any more should we like really let it happen organically, or do we search for celebrities that want to step in the ring?
I
Like,
wouldn't
what's the
No,
say
status?
I
that's
wouldn't say search for them, but once in a while you may come across like a Logan Paul, even back in the day, Stephen Amell, who just are naturally athletic that want to give it a shot. Those you kind of take with a grain of salt.
yeah. I mean, it's whatever, I guess, But I mean, for me, these are like whatever type of matches. Like, whatever. You know what I mean? It's cool to see him in there, but it's like it's whatever. You know what I mean? I wouldn't really trip.
Now, AC, to your question, are we incorporating the likes of say like a Ronda Rousey as like a celebrity when she kind of came in the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like how they bring her in actually, because it was more like, oh, she was sitting front row, she got
Hmm.
disrespected, she had to put paws on them, like, oh nah, now let's sign off on the match. Next thing you know, she on the roster, like, oh, it's happening. It went from talk, like, now they do things a little too premature. They bring in a celebrity. It's like all the news
Yep.
is out that this
Yep.
celebrity gonna start wrestling, and
Type
like,
shit. Then
let,
yeah.
yeah, let a segment happen. Let somebody smack this nigga hat off or something. Like, get out of here. Smack your koofy off.
Yeah.
Get out of
Facts.
here.
Facts.
Like, know what I'm saying? Nah, niggas would be like, oh yeah, well, Jelly Roll's been training in the performance center. Who the fuck leaked that? Which one of y'all motherfuckers is outside in Florida watching? Like, yo, chill.
Right.
Like, chill, chat. Like,
Someone
do
taking
not
people
be
watching too
spying.
seriously.
Bro, they be spying on the performance center, fucking up the vibe. Like,
Also,
come
speaking of which,
on.
why ain't that place got a gate up yet?
Yeah,
You got paparazzi camping out there. You got fucking stalkers camped out up by the front door.
like, I don't know why I'm surprised WWE ain't even moved the performance center yet. The way everybody be on their body, like, or have an extra one on the low, like, you feel me, like some
Yeah,
real
they should definitely have
shit.
one on the low type shit where
And
it's like,
besides,
Feel me, like,
ain't Florida right to carry anyway? So we can get some armored security there, get some attack dogs,
word, bro, like,
protect
cause
investments.
I want that, cause it's not like we be looking for the news. Sometimes when you log into Twitter, it's just reposted.
It's just there.
There, bro, it's thrown out there. Like, sometimes I could,
facts.
no bullshit, I could open up my web browser and the discovery shit just gonna be showing me like whatever they talking about in the wrestling world. Like, oh, this just
Mhm.
happened in boo boo bap. This person
I
got
just refreshed
released.
Twitter now talking about some dudes crashing out at MetLife because some dude was singing Seth Rollins' theme song.
Crazy, man. But that's a good transition, good segue to get us out this fifth match right here. If y'all want to say anything about it, for me, that's a nod on it right there.
Pretty much
Logan
statement
Paul
right
and Drew
there.
McIntyre got the victory. In case we didn't mention it, if that was a shock
Yeah.
to anybody, if y'all thought Jelly Roll and Randy was gonna win, they did not.
Oh, the only thing I will throw out is this, and Streets, you gonna love this one. I'll say this right now, mano a mano. Jelly Roll got a better choke slam than Talatonga.
Yeah, he does for sure. He does for sure. He does.
Mm, you heard it there. We get on to the main event of the evening.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, the most boring 1992 moveset.
Yeah, that's one of the,
Slow,
if you were expecting
boring.
a 21st
Man.
century just high flying spectacle, no, you got
Yeah,
a
this
old
is a
school
yawn.
grappling match.
Yes, it's an old school grappling match that put everybody to sleep damn near.
This is like what Daniel Craig talks about the UFC fights. You got the OGs or the high level like jiu-jitsu guys doing this stuff, crowding gonna like it. This is one of the type of matches where if you're well immersed in what they're doing, the psychology, this is right up your alley. If you're
Right.
looking for some flips and other shit, you may want to wait till tomorrow.
Man, listen, I said it earlier, and I got a hot take to deliver to y'all, chat.
Fire away.
Gunther's a great champion, without a doubt. Main eventer, I'm not buying. I'm quite not buying it, honestly. Like, the his whole style is kind of getting played, and for me, it's always enjoyable to see a chop. But after that, what, like,
Yeah, sleeper holes,
the pace?
chops.
Yeah, the pace is just too slow. Like, he doesn't do
Yes.
enough heel tactics for me.
Yes.
For a heel, I want to see some pokes in the eye. I want to
Some
see,
dirty, yeah.
yes,
Some dirty
like,
boxing, some Ric Flair stuff.
Yeah,
yeah,
some
do underhanded tag while the ref not looking. But it's like his character's trying to maintain this. Oh, I don't gotta do dirty stuff, but I'm a ring general. I'm,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like
Okay. So again, if
mm,
you got him in a headlock, fish hook him,
I
focus the
want him to
eyes,
break the
get the
rules.
form and mush the face a little
Yeah.
bit,
Yeah, do some like.
get in his
Do
head, play the head
something.
games.
But you see, that's the
Yeah.
problem. He do that, and then
But
that's
in a
when he
different way,
lose.
yeah. Yeah. Because he'll get out, he'll get down and you're never gonna be anything. You're never gonna be the best in the world. It's like, come on, bro. Like, I
And
get it.
HD, you said it
Right.
best around Mania season. He's a solid regular season guy, but come playoffs, he can't do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
When when the lights are brightest, because I'm counting this as like with like Mania levels, that the big bright lights, the big main event marquee spots. The last time he won was what, that triple threat with Drew and Sheamus. So like a big major match on the PLE.
That was a
That was
minute
two,
ago.
3 years ago.
Yep. Yeah, and it's just not exciting. Like I'm gonna be honest, I prefer like if Gunther's my champion of a brand, I want him kicking off the show. I'd rather him kick off the show, get his match like WrestleMania with him and Jay. It opened up, it was cool. Jay got his moment. All right, we on to the rest of the night.
Yeah.
The shit with him and Goldberg, it was cool, but it felt too long at times for no
It felt,
reason. It looked a
yeah,
bit
it was kind of
weird.
like, yeah, and it just felt like, I don't know, like almost, I don't know, not believable. Like you said, like kind of,
Well, certain folks are just bad matchups. This is no
yeah,
exception to that rule. So
this was
again,
boring.
because Punk's
Smart
not gonna fly around. Punk's gonna be like Bret Hart levels of technicality, and then match up with Gunther. It's like again,
But
a
even
lot.
Gunther was power bombing him soft. He wasn't
Yeah.
even hitting it with any force. Like, come on, this is the biggest show of the summer. It's the biggest party. I just
And
felt like it was just think about it. If this is Cardi B's first when she's out there watching, like you're barely slamming them on the mat. You're botching some of your moves, some of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he hit him. I don't
whereas
know what that
Taz
was in
before
the
you saw
beginning.
Jelly Roll going ham.
Yeah, where he hit him and then like he was about to hit him again. He kind of just blocked and kind of just walked away. Then they locked up. It was just a lot of
The craziest shit Gunther did was the drop kick out the corner when he
no,
like,
that
and he barely
goofy
does that
ass
anymore.
frog splash he does, which is
yeah,
terrible.
that you see like that
Oh,
was
the King
nasty.
Kong
Like
splash?
right, I don't even know why he did that, bro. Like
Terrible.
that shit pissed me off when I see him do that. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I like, what are you doing here? Shit ain't
No
even look
form.
good.
Shit
It
was
was no
big and
reason.
sloppy. It
What
was
part
just
of the
corny.
what part of the story of the match was that part? Like that was your flex to do a
Yeah,
frog
shit,
splash?
yeah,
Pretty
that shit,
much.
that shit was trash.
Like
It was trash.
that's what I'm saying. Like he's a great. I like how he portrays his character, but in the grand scheme of entertaining in that moment, like I don't see it for me. Like he doesn't do enough underhanded
Well,
tactics.
on age, we talked about this a while back. It seems like he lost at least 75-80% of his steam when he broke up Imperium.
Yeah,
He's never really recovered from that.
cause you know what he give me vibes like he give me vibes like he's trying to chase a Brock Lesnar kind of ring work where
Which is
Brock.
fine, but again, you should be just sub
Nah,
7 minute matches.
It's not fine when he's not looking dominant. Like Street
That's-
said,
that's-
power bombs is barely like every time Brock
Yeah, come
suplex
on.
to somebody, them
Yeah.
shits was
You
like, oh
felt it.
nah,
You at
yeah,
home like, ooh, this just felt like I powered my little nieces and nephews, my son, my kids, my brother and sister harder than this when they was younger. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is the dude that coming in the WWE had, not because of the size, but again the stiffest chops in the world, and he
but
went
yeah,
for that
but
too.
how many times are we gonna see the chops before they get old? And it's like, all right, what's next?
Or even if you do it again, you ain't even let him in like you used to.
That's it.
Because I go back to the match with him and Ilya Dragunov, or even with Sheamus. It's like 2 chops in, Ilya's chest is bleeding,
Yeah.
and yet the whole forearm print on there too.
Mm-hmm. But again, it's just chops. How long until that becomes something else, or you have to do something else?
it's just like it's
There's
not
no
even like he's
fire, there's
throwing
no
them shits
intensity,
clean.
just going through the motions.
Yeah, like that one when CM Punk ran off the rope and looked like he damn near caught him in the neck and all that. Like that shit wasn't even clean. Like just abusing the damn move. Just do it. You doing clotheslines from hell. Those shits don't even look like. Make these shits look emphatic. It's either make it emphatic or just don't do it at all.
And it seemed like the only chop, the good chop
Mm-hmm.
that Punk took from Gunther was at the Rumble, where the first time they met, Gunther chopped, and you see Punk just laying on the floor, look at the lights, with just beside
Oh
himself,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
the stories are true.
yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. He
Every-
was chopping him on his back and all kind of shit tonight. But
And
I
then
mean, I feel you on that.
I like the sharpshooter spot, but I feel like that's a Punk call. So I'm giving Punk the edge on
That
that.
could have been something more.
I honestly Punk fucked it up a little bit by going and doing it. He should have started off with the figure four and maybe transitioned into a sharpshooter if he wanted to. But the way he positioned his legs at first looked it definitely figure four-ish. And then he
Yeah.
did some weird shit, repositioned his leg and switched it into the sharpshooter. I'm like, but I see what he was trying to do there, but things didn't come off as clean. I could see why this is a night one main event, but I do respect CM Punk because they trusted him with WrestleMania main event. They trusted him with this spot at SummerSlam. They gave him the victory. The moment looked beautiful. Like I'm not gonna lie, WWE worked me tonight. They did a good job because we could all say, oh, this and I'm pretty sure with the time, the way the pace, everything felt, the way CM Punk damn near pulling off a Shawn Michael moment, crying with the belt on the floor.
Yeah, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Even when I saw that, I felt some type of way. Like, nah, man, the referee ain't left. He's crying like it's something. Nah, Seth Rollins is
Like,
coming.
you feel me? Like, so it's like it was a beautiful night, bro. Like the way they was able to do that, I give them the
D.
respect for that trust right there. And then more like what you said, it led us into that moment. We get the what should be the cash in heard around the world. Cause like you see, Cap was tight. He ain't even motherfucker see that thing. He was like, "What? That happened?" Like
I'm screaming. So
they
he
even
just bowed out right when the match ended?
no, he dialed out when he seen Steph walking away
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
crutches.
he thought it was over with and didn't
He got
realize.
worked too. Seth worked him. As soon as
Hmm.
Seth turned around, he said he left to go pick up his wife. Seth worked him. I'm like, damn. I'm not gonna lie though. Seth worked me too a little bit because at that moment, the way that the cameras panned, it felt like somebody was gonna come running out the other thing to like maybe attack CM Punk.
Mhm.
Then you just see him drop the crutches. I'm like, up, bro. We over here losing our shit. This household lit up.
Once we saw that little instant pause, everybody knew it's
Hmm.
coming.
Yep.
And my oh my, dare I say, heist of the century part
Part
two.
2.
Man, bro, he even did the swing like it. He knows it.
Mm-hmm. And Seth Rollins always told Punk, as long as I'm here, you will never be champion.
I
Yeah.
mean, he let
He
him
did. He
become
did
champion.
for a couple
Well, he took
seconds.
it from him. Yeah,
Hey, look at that picture of Seth Rollins, my nigga. I am screaming.
yeah, he
So
trolled.
so now here's my question for Raw this Monday: is
Yes.
Punk opening the show, or is it these four gentlemen right
No,
here?
these four, the champions opening the show for sure.
Man, Seth is coming out with the biggest smile, party, celebration vibe. He gonna be
Or do you open with
dancing.
the
Oh yeah,
vintage,
for sure.
ladies and gentlemen, just cold?
Ah,
Hey, let me get the "I told you so" segment.
He told you. Also, just for Seth be a troll, he should wear one of them OG Punk shirts too. Or he should come out
Facts.
to Cult of Personality and just swinging that belt around, something. Poke the
Facts.
bear.
so now that we at the conclusion, we know what happened. Seth Rollins is champion. We kind of spoke about it a little earlier. Where do we head from now? Tomorrow, Seth Rollins comes out to the ring to open up Raw. Who's his next talk? Do we get a little sprinkles of Braun Breaker giving him bad vibes while maybe a Roman come out, a
I
Punk
don't
come
think.
back out?
Well, we
I
know
don't think just yet.
Punk's gonna want to spin the block off the rip.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Um,
I don't think just yet though.
Could that be setting it up right there? Roman, CM Punk, Jay Uso. Y'all spoke about we trying to set up the war game scenario. It's looking like, Jay Uso and Roman beat these guys. So do they have something to say to this group as well? And CM Punk got something to say in terms of retribution for Seth.
Mm-hmm.
And then Roman and Punk once again got to find themselves on each other's team because this time, you know what I'm saying? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely. You know, we found allies in each other, you know, trying to overcome our enemy, you know what I mean? Or overcome this person, you know, that we both have hatred towards. So I
Right, because
definitely
I
see
think
that
it's
could be
safe to
so.
say
Yeah,
Roman and Punk hate Seth more than they hate each other at this point.
that part.
You feel me?
That part.
Because, like, yeah, we don't like each other, but it ain't like how we don't like this nigga. You feel me? Like, we really don't like this guy over here.
so now here's my concern with this, because you know it's gonna happen at some point. Where's Sami Zayn to line himself with?
You said where's Sami Zayn?
No one.
Because
Get him out of here.
I know, but
Nowhere. Yeah, no, hell no.
you know they're gonna put him in there.
No, I hope not.
Nah,
I
I
hope
pray to
not
God,
either.
no.
send
Like,
Sammy to
no.
TNA. Get him out of
He says
nowhere.
Sami
Yeah,
Zayn.
send him
Nah,
somewhere
he
that's gonna be
just
far away
it
from
just don't yeah, this don't mix. Like don't mix it. Like stop trying to keep his name relevant and stuff that don't matter. Keep it to
by
what it matters to.
technicality, yes, he is OG bloodline, but
Yes,
I
but
say he should have lined himself with Seth.
nah, nah. Cause it's like you're getting bullied to do it. Like, hey, either you can get in our way
Hey, that's
and
how Jay
or you
was
can get
in the
with us.
bloodline.
And it's yeah, but that's just kind of corny again. Like we're gonna keep repeating the same stuff. Or are we trying to form new stories here? Or are we just reusing the old stories that we've already had with new people? You know what I mean? Trash. We don't want that. Again, you already got your behind handed to you by Braun Breaker. Now you gonna come and just join up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, so let's mix up real quick. So say we get a draft in a couple weeks.
yep.
Why not Cody in the mix?
I don't know, but that's just overdue. Because Cody would have a role to listen. He wouldn't be like he's his own man.
No, I'm talking.
Everybody in
No,
this
no, no.
group.
I'm talking about in this title hunt picture because
Oh man, yeah, I can see that.
he's got history with Seth. He's got the history with Roman and Jay. He's got the history with Punk.
Yeah,
That
for
might be
sure. I think,
that might be a cool little 5-way.
but we have to have heel Cody first and see what that's gonna do before we just start putting in matches like this. See where how heel Cody's gonna do first. If he gets heel
Assuming they
Cody,
pull that trigger.
yes, like I said, if they do, which I think they will.
But aside from that, yeah, it's like both shows are definitely hurting for heels on the men's side.
Yep.
I'm trying to see if I got some graphics ready for if we want to give some light predictions for what's gonna happen tomorrow, but we could just shoot the shits right here. Hold
All
on, I
right.
might have some graphics, so give me 1 second. Pardon me, chat. I'm trying to get these graphics on the screen so we could keep things accordingly here, keep y'all up to speed. If y'all just pouring in late, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get some of these joints up here on the screen for y'all right now. But yeah, that's pretty much night one, chat. If y'all out there active with us, let us know how y'all feeling about night one. You know what I'm saying? Throw a like in there if y'all like enjoying how we reviewing night one. Don't
Well,
forget to
I
follow
know
my
one
brothers
person who's
here.
overly elated right now, which
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't spammed the comments yet.
Look, I would shit, I'm there with her. I'm there with him. It's like it's a great night for us. You know what I'm saying? We got a tribal chief. He won. New
Yep.
colorway. You know what I'm saying? New Titantron.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know what I'm
don't like
saying?
that logo. I'm gonna just say it. I don't
You're gonna
like it.
learn. You're gonna learn to love it.
You're
It
right.
looks tacky.
You're gonna learn to love it.
You're gonna learn to
Learn to
love
love
There's
it.
been
it.
better. There's been a lot better.
All right, so I got my graphics over here, gentlemen, ladies in the chat. Let me see what we have. We got the TLC match I'm not. Don't. I could be wrong, but this is what I seen on the TV. TLC match right here, six
Yeah.
way. Oh, wait. Who do y'all have walking out as champions in this one right here?
Whew.
Mm.
Let's see.
If
Tomorrow. Go ahead. I'll go ahead.
I'm just thinking because, like I said, we got a lot going on in this image right
Yeah.
here.
Well, what I was gonna say tomorrow, this don't still, part of the show. Like, I figure all these guys right here have what it takes to put on a really crazy, high flying,
This would have to
brutal.
open, wouldn't it?
Ooh, I don't know, but I wouldn't be mad if it did. I
You
think that
said
would be a
if it's
way
gonna what?
if it
Yeah, I
opened up
think
SummerSlam
that's what
tomorrow.
they showed on the graphic over here. That's why I
Okay.
put
Because
this one.
line up with everything else. If you
Yeah.
put this in the middle of the show, I promise you, the first half of the show is going to get lost in the shuffle.
Well, no,
Because
I don't think so because I mean, whether you start it off or put it in the middle, um, or towards the end, I think this is going to be a lot of carnage. I think it's going to be really crazy, a lot of stuff to pay attention to, and I think it's going to be a dope one, match to remember. And it's the first of its kind, so hopefully they do a good enough thing to where maybe they'll do more 6 man like TLC matches or
with,
16.
with that being said, I got Fraxium.
Mm.
Fraxium, huh? Ooh, nice. I mean, I like Fraxium. I like them. They're doing a thing. They're new still. I don't know about them. Necessarily. I don't know.
You,
I say.
you got the Englishman known as A Kid Under the Mask, and then you got Seth Rollins from Wish.com with the long hair.
Right.
I
I
think
mean, I'm rocking with
Ray
them.
Phoenix and Andrade for me.
That's been an
Yeah.
interesting pairing too.
I was gonna say Ray Phoenix and Andrade would be real cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Think he might get a taste. Ray Phoenix might get his first taste of gold
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow
Now,
night.
now with Gacy and Loomis being involved, any chance we see Harper run in, or even Uncle Howdy?
I was
Probably
thinking
so.
that. I was thinking that this is the match suitable for these
Be-
type of activities.
because my only issue with this program is it's been centered around everybody versus the Wyatts.
Right.
Yeah. So we can see that being a possible thing.
And I
But
don't know why Gargano and Ciampa are still a tag team. I don't know why.
Did you say who you got for this streets?
I think I'm gonna go with Ray Phoenix. Same thing. I was gonna go with them or Fraction. So you guys kind of really took my
Okay.
my one and my two. I mean,
Yep.
we met your boy from Fraction, me and Baron Von Stroud when they came to Lexington. We met, dude. I got some
I
pictures with
spoke
him.
him into existence.
Yeah, dude. It was
Let's
cool.
get him.
Yeah, same with you, Roman Reigns, and yeah, he was the one. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
but
It's
I
all right,
think
Amethyst.
that
I was late to the party too.
yes, but I think that again, I think it would be cool to see Fraxium. They got a lot of high energy moves, or Ray Phoenix and Andrade. It would be really cool, to see them do something with the tag team titles too. So those are my picks in it to see, who could
You know
take
what
it.
I'm surprised by?
What's
What's
that?
that? Or or Montez and them would be cool too.
I was say all three of us just brushed right past the Profits.
I
No,
mean, they
I
had
mean
the
because
belt.
they already had the belts. Yeah, so if you think about, I mean, I
I ain't
wouldn't
see
mind to see.
nothing
I would,
special.
yeah, I would be cool with them winning too. You know what I mean? But if we're talking about new, I will say them those four.
Now this
Yeah,
match
those
right
four.
here, I got this pegged as the piss break.
Yeah, sorry.
Especially after that promo from Laverne this past Monday with her fucking deck stompers.
Yeah,
brother.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think I I should keep my comments to myself with this one,
Fuck
but
that, say it.
Yeah,
I mean, I have nothing really. I don't care for this match. It's nothing like this
yeah,
match does nothing for me.
yeah.
I think to
Mhm.
really elevate this belt, you need to keep, with no disrespect to Lyra, like she's up and coming. You need to put more people like Becky in it. Like whatever they had with Becky and Bailey was good. How we get back to this?
Yeah. How do we get back
You
to
know what I'm
this
saying? How
already?
do you just want to keep heavyweight household names in that picture?
Yeah.
And I get it. We trying to build, but it's just SummerSlam. Like we just seen this, and
Yep.
what was
We
it?
just
We
seen
just seen
this. Yep.
this. We just seen
But
this.
also what ruined it for me again was just that promo this past Monday. That's
Yeah, it was
like no
Dookie.
curtains.
It was Dookie.
Tag
And
team
that's
title run to the Yeet CCs.
Ooh, the Yeetsies.
The Yeetsies
Big Jim once
to
again
the
left out.
Yeets.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
that's
I'm gonna
petty, man. They
I'm gonna
gotta.
get to that here in a minute. But
Yeah, I think they gotta give him a new intro with Metro Boomin or something, and let
but
him
but
go
but,
run
but
wild.
with this right here, H, I don't know how you feel, but I feel that this should get the same treatment that unfortunately we saw in Las Vegas in SummerSlam in 2022 with Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair, which we see a manhandle slam, 1, 2, 3, get in, get out, and go home.
I wouldn't be mad at that. Like I don't want to see a 20-minute match between these ladies, and only because
And
I
I
feel
hate
like
that
I've
we're saying
seen
that
it.
about a Becky Lynch match.
I got Becky. She probably won't win, but fuck it. I don't care.
Becky's probably a 100% favorite in this match.
Yeah, like,
Or maybe 99.99. Now, this right here, you talk about stealing the show. This might steal the weekend. I said it right here. I said it.
On the weekend, huh? Okay.
Because you have the phenomenal AJ Styles versus Dirty Dominic. Finally, he is now medically cleared.
mm. Now this is where I don't want to apply stuff, but I have to because that's where my mind is at. I've read reports that they're considering to feature Dominic more on a triple A Mexico. So I
I
think
seen that. I seen
you
that.
feel me. I think
Yeah, because
he's gonna be a double champ.
in a week or two he's competing for their top title.
Yeah, I think Dominic is gonna be a double champ. I think he beats AJ Styles. I don't know what AJ Styles does after that, but
I was
this
back to
isn't a
mopping up the floors in the
yeah.
janitor outfit, like he
This
did
isn't
when
a
he was looking
championship
for
he needs.
him.
Yeah, to me, this isn't a championship that AJ Styles needs. I look at him more like a heavyweight contender. So it's like, yeah,
Hey, on that note, I would not be mad
Agree with
at
H on that one. I agree with H
I
on
would
that.
not be mad at AJ versus Seth down the road because they have some good
I see.
chemistry.
Yeah, but I
that's
see
who
Seth mopping him all day.
That's who Seth beat for the title when they first
Yeah,
came out
Right.
with that shit. Yeah.
I think I see Seth taking it all day. No reason to revisit right now.
No, but again, like AJ is one of the guys to where he doesn't necessarily need a belt. It's just to get mileage out of folks that are on the precipice of getting to that next level. This is no exception to that. But again, based on what both these two individuals can do, it's gonna be one hell of a match. If by chance we do put the belt
True.
on AJ, I wouldn't be horribly mad at it. If Dom retains, would not be mad at that either.
Now, do we see some? We didn't see Liv come back today, night one. Do we see maybe Liv cost Dom somehow or help him?
If she's ready to come back, yeah, but I doubt it that happens. I could
Okay,
see it.
so what if we
I think
see
it's too early still.
let's go a little bit deeper from a different route. You ready for this one, HD? Is a lot's about to come out my gullet. So just yeah. What if we get some? We've talked about this for the last year. Maybe Judgment Day turning on Dominic. Maybe they try to boot him out. We see everyone get booted out. At the last minute, we hear Liv's music to save Dominic and help him retain.
Mm.
And if that
Or
happens, both of them are probably one of the top or the two top baby faces on the brand.
AJ Styles beats Dom and joins Judgment Day in the same night.
Ooh,
It can be crazy.
little Bullet Club action.
Bullet Club action right there.
Again, there's a lot of ways we can
Kind
go with this matchup. So I'm saying this could steal the weekend.
And then low key, that'll leave like Dom and Liv on the outskirts, kind of like what they did to
To
Damien and
Rhea,
Rhea. Yep.
uh-huh. And like I said, immediately they're top baby faces.
Oh yeah.
I said there's a lot you can do with this matchup. It's like there's no, it's very rare when a matchup outside the bloodline stuff that doesn't have a situation where there's no wrong answers.
And I feel like a babyface AJ Styles be too vanilla sometimes. Like nothing wrong with
That's
that.
mostly all we've seen out of him.
From where?
Out of AJ,
What?
just him being a babyface. That's kind of all we've seen. For the last time he was a heel was when Gallows and Anderson first debuted almost 10 years ago. That was about it.
Right, and all his stuff in New Japan. When he was in TNA, he was rolling with Ric Flair and them. I seen a lot
Fortune.
of heel stuff from him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not these young jits. I seen a lot of heel stuff from AJ Styles. So these last little years, like you talk about that, he been a
They
baby
just
face.
don't know.
Yeah, this I don't like this shit cool, but I think he's a good heel, like a very good heel.
He can get nasty with it.
Hmm. So maybe if they do like a little double
Don't let the
turn,
long hair soccer mom haircut fool you. He will fuck you up.
I'm saying that'd be interesting. Everybody's expecting the Cody Cena double turn. What if a little extra double turn happens here in this match?
Again, why not both of them?
Right.
Again, like she's saying, this is historic grounds right here. You want to send the folks off with a bang, like holy fuck, this happened this weekend. Oh my god.
it gotta be crazy. It gotta be like a couple of wild moments. Because tonight the only wild moment was really Seth Rollins,
The end, yeah.
and we kind of saw that The Rock. If The Rock comes back tomorrow, and he actually comes to claim Cody's soul, and Cody gives him his soul, I think that will be groundbreaking, and on the front page of everything. But who knows?
I love you.
You know what time it is. You know what I'm gonna say about this.
5, 2.
Dude, I gotta see my dude go out here. That's my dog, man. I gotta see my man
All
come
I know
home
is that
with the belt.
Jacob about to do some insane shot at the top of that cage.
Yeah. But
We better
sadly,
see him moonsault from one corner to the other corner.
yeah. Sadly enough, though, I do see Solo retaining just because
Wouldn't be mad at
the
it though.
NFTs.
If you do it a certain way. Now here's my question. It's yes, Solo has the services of Tongalo and Talatonga and JC Mateo.
Yes.
What if Tama Tonga chooses Jacob's side?
Yeah, but again, if let's say that doesn't happen, right, and
Okay.
and Solo wins, what do you do with Jacob next?
I
Do
think
you just keep going back down this way?
the obvious one is you get him and Jim over to Raw with Roman and Jay.
Okay.
And like I said, you set up that War Games faction between Seth and his crew versus the family, the ones.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that
You
too.
mentioned Big Jim. I think he makes the save tomorrow.
Yeah, he could
I think he helps Jacob.
retain.
But again,
Yeah,
think about
win the
it.
championship.
It's
Yeah.
2 bodies against 4.
Yeah. Unless they have another trick up their sleeve and another person that we don't know about.
And
Like
again,
Journey.
that could be
Journey
a
fights
Journey,
you.
could be a
Or
Tama,
somebody,
could be a Zilla.
yeah. Could
Zilla
be
just
a Zilla. Zilla just lost. Maybe they had him lose on purpose, so now you ain't holding the title. You can come in and maybe, shake things up. Who knows?
but this cage match, this is gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got on for the day. We got about 2 more matches, I believe. We have Rhea Ripley, Naomi, and Io. I think
Say
I think Naomi walks out still.
So do
Yeah,
I.
I think too. I think Naomi walks still.
I'm
Even though
calling it. I got
it'd be cool
Naomi
to see.
pinning Rhea.
Yeah, I'd like to see Rhea get it, but I think that Naomi retains. Yeah, I got Naomi returning.
Yeah, a
I
lot
get
could happen. I see
now.
Naomi.
I got either this match opening or the 16 match opening.
Mm.
Because again, both
Okay.
matches they're gonna get all kinds of fires popping off.
Yeah.
Also, I can see this match being the co-main for the main event as well, which might put a bigger spotlight on this right here.
Well, we know one match that's not opening. It's
Yeah.
this one right here. John Cena, Cody Rhodes, street fight.
No, it's not just John Cena.
Yeah.
Babyface Cena is back.
Oh man, he's back.
Yeah. Yeah. Finally getting him at his best.
Best.
Or so we think.
So we think.
Bro, I'm
Because
gonna be screaming if he do some like he still heel shit and motherfucker
that
just
that's
slept
kind of what
him.
I'm hoping for.
Bro, I'm gonna be screaming. Like
Yeah.
I'm bro, I ain't gonna lie, I might write to Cena, like might send him a DM on Twitter, you heard? Like I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, don't
Like,
get blocked now.
no, I'm gonna send him a nice one. Send him a nice one. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
I'm
fine.
gonna
That's
thank him
fine.
for his work. You know what I'm
Contribution.
saying?
Yeah.
Yes, his contributions, man.
Give
His
Yeah.
this man
art.
an Emmy award.
Right.
Cause
Because
bro, he sounded like the Cena that we all know and love, right, on that last Friday,
and he also let
yesterday. You
out
know what
some
I'm
Easter eggs too. So it's like,
Yeah.
I wonder.
saying? Well, I mean, we're in the East Coast, not for Razor just yet, but we're officially in August 3rd. So we have under 24 hours to go over here. It's under 24
Mhm.
hours. Night
Yeah.
two. We waiting.
I'll say
We're
you
waiting.
zeroing in on 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, we waiting on it. It's here.
It is.
I have faith. Honestly, I said it that around SummerSlam felt like their make or break moment. Like I'm gonna be honest, if SummerSlam tomorrow, if anything goes wrong, and that Seth moment is all we got, that could be damaging for the product. But with the
Yeah.
momentum that everything has, I see it's hard to fuck that up. Like, how do you fuck that up, bro? How do you fuck up the like this shit is like this is a layup, bro. It's a layup.
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
They fumbled some easy snares before. Let's not sauce them up
That's what
too
I'm saying.
much.
Like with all the matches we just read off, if they somehow fuck each and every one of those things up,
With this match, for example, what would you constitute as fucking it up aside from the surprises?
R-Truth coming out to do something. I don't want
Do something
R-Truth near
I
crazy.
forgot
anything
Yeah.
about
near
him.
this shit. Keep him
Yeah.
like, come on. Cause this is a street fight, so I'm expecting maybe, but maybe not. Like this is, I don't know. This is like,
Plus, it wouldn't make sense to have him there. He was fighting for John Cena to be a good guy. Now
but
John
you know
Cena's a
what's
good guy.
crazy? I know the
I cut
roster
my hair for
sometimes
you.
travel. He been doing a lot of media though. All truth. He been doing a lot of
Yeah.
media
He
this
been
weekend.
busy.
Yeah.
But there's our truth. There's plausibly Rock. I don't think it's likely for Travis Scott to appear since apparently the thing they done with him.
I say this about this match: there's no wrong choice for me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. Now, I don't think Cena's gonna bleed. I could definitely see Cody donning a red mask tomorrow, the Crimson Mask.
Mm.
Yeah. I can see that.
But yeah, this is definitely gonna be a very strong telltale sign of the landscape for the rest of the year going into Mania back in Vegas.
Yeah.
I got one last curveball. Like right before we wrap up, we approaching 2 hours, and y'all could piggyback off that if y'all want. But listen to this scenario: Cody beats Cena, but this is actually a babyface Cena intact that Cody
Mhm.
beats. They decide, WWE decides, all right, we're gonna move Cena away from Cody, but see, let's tease Cena possibly getting 18. Seth Rollins almost fucked up a plan with John Cena when he tried to
Yeah,
cash in. Let's not
I
forget
can see
about
that.
that.
I can see that.
That'll throw a little curve. You can add Cena and Seth. We've been giving Cena this little run with all the best people. Did we forget Seth Rollins broke that man nose in they great matches?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like we could
yeah,
revisit a Seth and Cena match. I wouldn't be mad
yeah,
at that.
yeah. That
So
would be cool. That would be cool.
here's my question with that. Because of everyone's ties to Heyman and the big boss man, wouldn't that kind of damper the story? Or how do we get to that method without, or with leaving The Rock completely out of the picture?
I mean, it depends on if The Rock comes back, right?
Well, no, I'm saying they both got, in theory, got ties in because Cena because of what happened at Chamber, Seth because of the connection with the Oracle. So my question is, would it be in their best interest to keep him completely out of the story altogether?
Nah, The Rock's not there.
Because remember, also Rock's got story with Seth too because for Mania 40.
Yeah, but he's just not there enough to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And just I don't think they'll go down that path again anytime soon, just for the fact that he's not there. Could he come in tomorrow and get Cody So and maybe stick around for another week or so?
You gonna take it
Maybe.
like the video game where he held also and triangle and he left them in the air? Nah? Damn. Damn. It ain't happening like that, then.
he said, "I know the
Yeah.
code because I just played it this morning."
Yeah, I want him to siphon him, like, you know what I'm saying? Left him in the air. You just see Cody body shaking, the green stuff
Mhm.
coming out just like in 2K25, baby. Yo, where my plug at, 2K? There you go. Easy.
Yeah, and
Plug
that's
in.
that's the other thing.
Easy.
That's the other scenario with this whole story because like we all talked about from Chamber to now, you take Rock and Travis completely out of the equation, heel Cena, baby Cena, don't matter. This is still a great program. It's just
Yes.
it was heavily
Mhm.
dampened by a scenario that we never needed,
Yeah, for
a
Yeah,
sure.
proof
because
that we
me
never needed.
personally, I'm guilty of that because personally, I was one of the folks saying, yeah, but I want to hear why the hell you went with The Rock. I want to hear why the hell, like, I wasn't
Because
getting
in
the
the
answers I was
moment,
going, yeah.
it was screaming a whole bunch of okay, we can tap into this, we can experiment with this. Everything was just swept under the rug. It's like, oh yeah, that was there, just be there, just for
Well,
Canada.
and then come to find out, like the show on Unreal on Netflix, pretty much they confirmed what we were suspecting in terms of that storyline where The Rock just backs out and now Cena's in this awkward position where they convinced him or asked him allegedly like, do you want to do this? He says yeah, and now they just left him there like with his dick in
Figure
his
it out.
hand. Yeah,
You to go. Figure it out.
left him there with his hand in his jaw, like, you know what I'm
I,
saying? Like,
I'm again. Also, I'm a little surprised that, like I said, aside from those couple scenes, Travis was even mentioned in really anything.
I mean, could that be a little Easter egg too? Like, I was thinking this too. Like, what if Travis Scott just needed more time and all these fake reports is to throw people off the scent? Like, oh, they expecting Travis, and all of a
Could be.
sudden we hear that,
It's possible.
that fiend, that opening to fiend. We hear that opening.
If we hear Fiend tomorrow, or later
That'd be
today, I
crazy.
promise you, not only is the crowd in MetLife gonna groan, but the internet's gonna go, "Why the fuck is he here?" And then also, they're also gonna say, "You better play If You Smell" right after. Don't just blue balls with this. Not
Cause I
again.
think that I think there's still like, not saying I'm clamoring for it, but for whatever reason, if they decide to use Travis Scott, I think there's still some legs. But this time, don't use Travis to help Cena. Use him to go against Cena. Like whatever, like I don't know. There's somebody else that's working with Travis that wants an opportunity at that championship. You know what I'm saying? Got to make it make sense.
Well, there's Randy.
Something like,
I mean, beginning of the year, we teased about who could have been their third or fourth man, blah, blah, blah. We all assumed it would have been Seth. Again, I'm not ruling out Cody. I'm not ruling out Randy, but it's like if Travis were to reappear, you would you would have to bring The Rock in as well, and at least iron up something, whether it's to write Travis off for her blow off, bring in a new person for a new chapter of the story, something. But it can't just be just him dolo.
We shall see. Though. I feel like, Streets, you said it earlier before tonight even started. SummerSlam was going to be something to remember. And I believe that. And I don't think they just going to leave us with remembering Seth Rollins.
Right. I think it's going to be a lot more to remember tomorrow. We're just going to have to stay tuned and find out and see what all WWE has in store.
Yeah, man. I think we covered up everything. Your boy HD. If y'all want to say anything before y'all get out of here, Razor, you want to tell them something before we go?
I apologize for my tardiness.
It's okay.
I did not expect to be on a phone call translating for an hour.
Nah, you're good.
Brother.
We're good. We here, night 1 in the books. Looking forward to do it tomorrow. Night 2, Chad.
We got
I know how
some
we do,
shooters.
man.
Brock Lesnar return.
Who knows? But I think tomorrow's going to be some crazy stuff. So let's see
I'm
what happens.
hopeful.
Let's see what happens.